Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting edition of Ringside Rants. Just Mike, Bad Karma, Big Dev, J Rod, no Jat, no Phil, no problems. Jat, however, I will say this: I think he has heat exhaustion. Possibly needs to go to the freaking doctor. Just gonna say,
Mm-hmm.
get some electrolytes thrown in his body. Go to one of those recovery stations, see a doctor, get some help, get rehydrated. We will hope to see him back Monday. Um,
He'll be all right.
Yeah, it's been a mysterious week of wrestling. It's been a mysterious week of tornadoes in Chicago Atlanta area. It has been a
Yes.
mysterious week of wrestling. Oh, not wrestling, and working in this heat environment. 14, 16, 12, 14, 18 hours, whatever we want to call it. I mean, it's been a hot one, ladies and gentlemen. And people say, "Oh, August is not the hottest month of the year." Bullshit. Okay, all I'm gonna say is bullshit.
Facts.
Okay,
Yeah.
everybody's like, oh, it's July. It's July. No, do your research. They call it dog days of summer in August. Why? Because it's the hottest month of the year. And at the
Oh,
very
yeah.
end of August, you get a cold snap. And it ain't like a cold snap like you go down to 60s or 50s. No, 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 no. It goes from blistering freaking hot to, okay, we're not going to burn you to death right now. We're just going to give you a little bit of no humidity. We're going to give you, there you go. There you go. That's all you need. That's
Right.
it.
We
89,
moved from
88,
we moved from like 95 to like
88,
82,
89.
82, 83. Somewhere
Well,
in there. Still hot.
Dude, if it gets down to 82, 83, we're really freaking lucky, okay?
Yeah, it is.
Um,
It is.
it was hot up here. It was not as hot as probably is down here, but when you have no power in your house because of a stupid storm that comes out of nowhere.
I'm going to put you on pause there for a second, Josh. Gentlemen, do y'all want to tell me about hurricanes taking out power down here in the south and how hot it is?
Ooh. Go, go, JR. Go, JR. Go.
J Rod, you want me to take over from there? You want me to take it? You want me to take it?
Yeah.
I'll take it. I'm going to say right here, Josh. Screw you and your damn 2 days without no damn power, bro. We go 2 3 weeks without power down here, bro. And you talking about somebody stinking and hot and hurting and mad. We're mad because we're mad. It ain't because of the heat. We're just
Heel
mad
Mike,
because
baby. It's Heel Mike, ladies and gentlemen. Gotta love it.
it's blistering hot, and dude. If you say hello to us, we're like, why did you say hello to me, bro? Why did you say
It's
hello?
that hot. It's
Why did you
that
say
hot
hello
where it
to me?
parentally pisses you off. It parentally pisses you off the entire day. It's that hot. That's just
Or,
Yeah.
or,
Look,
or if you're
let's just
walking by
what it is.
somebody and they barely bump into you and they don't even say they're sorry, like you can't even say you're sorry, you bastard. You can't say you're sorry.
listen. I've seen people use the pew pew and point it at the sun and try to
Yeah,
shoot it.
yeah.
Hey, the frustration, right? But
Yes.
like
It's
Mike's
fucking
alluding
real.
to, listen, you gotta look. The heat's the heat, man. Like we expected every August. You know what I'm saying? It's a mf'er, right? But you gotta battle it. You gotta be, you gotta hydrate number one. But you gotta take breaks. You know what I'm saying? Like it
Yeah.
is what it is. We all deal with it.
Man.
But you gotta know your limitations and all, because it'll knock you down, and it'll be unforgiving. But we're gonna make it one way or the other. We'll be all right.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah. And if we don't make it, we'll fake it.
Fake
We'll
it till
fake
you
it.
make it, but
I mean, that's what I've been telling everybody. Like, hey, can you do that? I'm like, yeah, I can do that. And they're like, prove it. I'm like, what am I doing again?
Right. Because look, yeah, heat frustration, heat stress is a real thing, man. It makes people listen to your yourself when you're hungry. Well, guess what? You're not yourself when the heat is hellfire. It'll make you a different person. So you gotta
for real.
stay strong and fight for your right to party, Mike. Come on.
Well,
Your microphone coming in and out there, Dev. You sound like one of those
No,
one of
I'm not a
those
robot.
robots.
I'm real. I'm real, brother.
Yeah.
Now you're AI. You're AI. Dev is AI. Everybody, AI Dev. That's what we're calling you now. AI Dev.
No, Dev went retro. He's being Max Headroom.
Yeah.
Let me make you all. I'll be right back.
All right, you're good. But no, seriously, man. Right now at 9:50 p.m. Central Standard Time, it is
Wow.
86 degrees.
Yep.
No, I think they only get one.
86 degrees, people. 86. That's how warm it is right now, and it's 9:51 p.m. Central Standard Time. And K's like hurricane parties. Yeah, hurricane parties are great. Yeah, when you're young, when you're in your 40s and you got your own, you're like, hey, stay away from my house, bro.
That's just rough, bro.
Stay
It
away
really
from my
is.
house,
It
bro.
really is.
I don't even care if it's a woman. You're like, hey, stay away from the house, man. Just, like New Orleans is right around the corner. Go there and attack New Orleans. Just pass on through Alabama. Don't even worry about Alabama. Don't worry about Mississippi.
Excuse me, you Mobile son of a bitch. I live right outside New Orleans. Thank you. Let's not do that, please and thank you.
Hey, I remember Katrina. Katrina was a bitch here too, bro. It was a bitch
Pass
here.
a lick on both of us. She passed a lick on both of us. There ain't no doubt.
Man, what you talking about, bro? I was sitting outside and I'm like, oh, this ain't gonna be that bad. I'm in hurricane category 4. Oh, it's a 5. I'm like, huh.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It's getting windy.
This is gonna suck so bad.
Y'all got the fucking tail end of that damn western wall too. So y'all got the worst of it after she had moved a little bit, came up and bit y'all ass again.
You do what you say, bro.
Yeah,
and we got hit earlier that year by Ivan. We got hit Ivan. Ivan just slammed us like bam. And all he did was just like he just like took his hand and he said, "Bow to Mobile." Katrina's like, "Oh yeah, watch this shit." And I was like, "Oh my god, what is Katrina gonna do?"
You moved from a hard slap from Ivan to full blown power driver from Katrina.
Bro, I think we got power bombed twice.
That bitch wasn't playing.
But, dude, I remember for a whole month we had no power here, bro. And the gas stations, people were backed up for miles and miles and miles. And there was arguments.
Past couple days, it's been ridiculous out here by the gas stations.
Yeah,
like it's like I wasn't really prepared for it out because this really doesn't happen around our area. Man, we get like maybe a tornado touchdown, like maybe a couple miles away from me, and so for it to come this close to where I live is unusual.
Hey, J-Rod, you know what I think that is? It's karma. It's karma, man. That's what it is. It's karma. It's picking itself up and it's showing its face.
Yeah.
And it's giving him a small, I'm talking about a small taste of what
y'all get all the nice temperature, all the nice weather. Y'all get the whole niceness up there. Well, feel a little bit of what the South about here. It's just a little bit because whenever we get storms too now, because we, especially down here by me, we're surrounded by water. So when it fucking rains hard, that water level comes up. You have flooding just because. It's not even a thing of like, oh well, we got
that. Man, you get a little bit worse than me, but you never had to deal with 5 feet of snow.
Oh no, yeah, snow. Hey, look, me and Mike don't know what to do with snow. That's just a.
I know exactly what to do with snow. You don't eat the yellow snow.
You don't eat the yellow snow.
100%.
That's all you do. You just don't eat the yellow snow.
It's not lemonade. No, it's not.
Nope. And Jay's from Hammond. That's around your area, John. J-Rod, ain't it? Hammond.
Yeah, she'd be up about an hour and change to the northwest of me is where she'd be. She ain't far away.
And that's around Devon's area, I guess. Around Dev.
No, Dev is more down south. More down south.
Well, I know you, Jordan, and Dev are almost in the same area, so
so we can all run and see each other a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I got a Hammond next to me, but that's up in Indiana. So.
Right. Wrong.
Nobody cares about Chicago, Josh. Nobody cares about Chicago.
Damn Yankee.
Hey.
We love you.
Hey.
We won.
Hey for horses, mother.
Wow. That's like, damn, dude. That's like hardcore right there. He even throw no punches, bro. He's like, we won though.
Can't argue with it either. Can't argue with it either.
But we lost. How about that? We lost.
Anywho, so do we want to dive into AEW first? The Dynamite results from Wednesday?
Well, actually, we could go.
No. Let's talk
We got to
about
hit NXT first.
There was a big
Okay.
debut on NXT. Can I
Okay.
take this one, Josh? Can I take this
Go
one?
ahead, brother man. Go ahead.
Can I have one?
Go ahead, bro.
Hey, I thought you didn't watch no wrestling. I thought you didn't watch no wrestling this week, buddy boy.
I did not watch any wrestling, but I'm gonna tell you, this has been on my feed every night I get home from work, from Ango, from Sports Talk, from everybody, from Coach and Bro, from Godzilla to King Kong. Everybody's been talking about it, and it's a big one.
Go ahead, dog.
Zilla Fatu
Yes, sir.
debut shows up and beats up Santana Cruz or Montana Cruz, whatever they calling that man. Whatever.
Montana Cruz. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's the dumbest name they could have. Santana Cruz.
Or Cruz Montana, whatever it is. Or
Cruz Montana,
whatever it is.
Yeah, Cruz Santana, Cruz Montana, Cruz need to find a better name.
Yeah.
He cruised to a bruising whenever Zilla showed up. Let's say that.
And I'm gonna say this now. Future NXT World Champ right there. Zilla
Yeah. Oh,
Fatu.
heck yeah. All day.
Whoa,
All day.
Is that official Doritos Mikey hot take? Whoa.
Dude, I wouldn't even call it Doritos. Call it Takis, bro. Takis hot
Jeez.
take right there.
The Chile lime version?
The Chile lime.
I'll take
Chili
that
lime?
over Chile limes.
Yeah. It's a spice, bro. It's a spice.
I mean, we're talking about 3 handfuls right there, brother. Hey,
Yeah. 100%, homie. 100%, dog.
Okay. But no, I mean that's pretty freaking obvious. Brazilla shows up, goes after the top guy. Not only does he get his shit in, he worked him over to the point of domination. And that's the point that, like, when you got your top guy or the top guy you're trying to build here, and you just fucking squash his ass with a newcomer coming up, that just shows you where it's going. That's just bottom line.
But did he remind you of whenever Jacob Fatu debuted on SmackDown or on the pay-per-view? Sorry, 100% walked in, took what I wanted, made you pay attention on what I'm gonna do. Didn't say a word and went boom.
Yeah.
So the thing with Zilla's gonna be, Zilla got more of a mouthpiece than Jacob got, more of a wrestling mouthpiece than Jacob got. Jacob can talk. But Zilla's got the professional wrestling thing, mic skills figured out a little more. So you can keep him standing. Yes, you can keep him standing alone a little bit longer than you did for Jacob.
Yeah, so, he had them indie dates, so he had time. He had time to practice.
Correct.
Yeah, for sure.
Correct. So I see Zilla, and I'm a say it like this here. Before the end of the year, he's gonna have the strap. That's how quick this is going to happen.
Okay.
By we're talking back in November, maybe early December, he will have the strap.
Yeah. Now, is that an official J-Rod hot take? Can we lock it in?
Oh,
can we lock it in? All right. Yeah,
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say before hurricane season. No. Before WrestleMania hits next year, Zilla Fatu will be your NXT World Champion.
Oh,
I will say that. I will say that right now.
That's gonna work. Listen, that's gonna work for me, brother. Yes.
Yeah.
The only reason I'm saying before the year's out is because they're gonna have to build him a direction to go after they put it on him. So I think you start that in January, working into the big show for NXT around fucking WrestleMania. So it's going to depend on him, though, rather how fast he wants to move or not, because it's obvious where they're going to go. They got a new Fatu in the fucking thing. Yeah. You know where it's going to lead, right?
Bloodline.
But it's to keep him, because if they got any sense in their fucking head, they'll keep him on NXT as long as possible to milk that cash cow as long as possible before you bring him to where he's just a member of the fucking circle rather than his own standalone monster style that you could put him for sure.
Does he or does he not remind you of Solo Sikoa whenever he debuted?
Yeah.
went through NXT, progressed this way, and then moved on to the main roster.
But Solo
Mhm.
had no mic skills. Solo was green as goose shit on the mic. So
Yeah.
that's why they had to move him like he did. Right? This is a totally different, it's similar, but totally different circumstance where Zilla can stand on his own regardless of what and what. So that's a whole nother thing.
But I'm gonna say this
Oh
though,
my God, she beat her.
and it's not knocking Solo or Jacob.
Oh my
Zilla
God.
Zilla is a different monster. When I mean a different monster, he looks different. He has gold and platinum teeth.
Oh,
He has the tattoos. He has the prison background, just like Jacob had. And the thing is, differently is he can be moved in any situation whatsoever going forward, and moving that way, they have a bigger. I think they have a bigger chance of grabbing more people into the NXT audience and making people pay attention to NXT now. Because I'm gonna be honest, I didn't care less. I could care less about NXT. Now I'm curious on what they're gonna do with it. I want to watch and see where they go with Zilla Fatu going forward. I want to watch next week now.
Yeah,
Like if I don't even care
definitely.
I don't even care if I'm half asleep, dude. I'm gonna be like,
Yeah, for a while I was kind of dragging on NXT because it was getting real boring, and I was like, when Mike Santana made his debut, I was like, okay, maybe kind of getting interesting, but I was like, now that Zilla popped up, I'm like, all right, come on, now you getting my engine fired up now.
yeah, now you got me. Now make me want. Now show me why I'm paying attention. Make me want to continue to pay attention to your product and not just be like, oh, okay, you got me, WWE. Ha ha ha, you got me. No, I'm tired of being got. I really am tired of being got by the WWE freaking train. Like, oh yeah, we got all this great stuff happening, and you sit there and you pay attention for several weeks, and you sit there and you pay attention, and then that train just sits there on idle.
so hey, so now D'Angelo, is he going to be an NXT lifer, the Italian bro stallion?
I really don't think so. I think they're going to release him.
Really? Okay.
Really?
I see future endeavor. I really do. He ain't going to make it on the main roster. I'm going to be real. He won't make it on the main roster.
Yeah.
NXT, let's just be real. NXT is where you go and you explode, and then you get moved to the main roster. He's exploded, and everybody's like, "Is that it?" I mean, I'm being honest. I mean,
Right.
I could care less. I mean, I could care less for him being a world champion. I mean, I'm like, okay, you beat Evil.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, who else? Who else in that NXT has potential? Like we talked about Santana, we talked about old boy Zilla. Who else is like kind of like I guess in the ballpark of like having the potential to get in the big show or be on the roster when it comes to like
Honestly, that's about it. It'll be Santana, Angelo, be Zilla.
Montana.
Really, there's
You're forgetting one.
maybe Pillman's boy. Pillman.
No, that dude's terrible. That dude's terrible. Maybe
Well,
Grayson Waller. Maybe Grayson
Honestly,
Waller.
he's actually his gimmick has gotten a lot better, and he's
Dude,
actually more comfortable on the mic than he was on than he was in AEW. But
Josh.
he's the one. No. But the reason why I'm not he's gonna be the they send out to get the workhorse. There you go. That's what I'm trying to think of. That's all he's gonna be is just
catering.
What's
You mean
the
in
word?
catering? You mean in catering?
No, not catering. No, that's like they send him out to go get a beat. That's about it.
I got
I'm
it.
going to tell you this right now, Josh. Nobody is going to pay attention to the Tiger King. Okay? That's Lex's King. Nobody's going to pay attention to Tiger King. All right? Nobody's paying their money to go see Tiger King. Now, Grayson Waller, if they continue on with this track that he's doing about I'm doing me now. If they
Yeah.
can continue with him, I can see him moving into the title picture. Do I see him winning it? No. Do I see him going back to the main roster? No.
So I'm a just drop some names that's
Let's go.
me
Let's
watching
go.
NXT a little more. So you got Mason Rook is definitely going to get a call up at some point. He will, 100%. It's just a matter of if they can get his character over with sympathy with the crowd,
Okay.
because that's what he kind of goes off of. So we'll see if that works out for him. Josh Briggs is a monster you can bring up at any time and have him play monster heel.
Which
Partner
one is
up with
Josh Briggs?
somebody.
Which one is Josh Briggs?
Josh Briggs is the big boy from Bullhead, Arizona. I forget where they had him at first, but it was a character change.
It was
Brought him to
Jensen
Josh
and Brooks. Jensen and Brooks. And but
That's
I'm
what it
gonna
was.
say this right here. Nobody needs Cass 2.0.
He would have to. That's why I said monster heel. You partner with somebody. That would be the caveat there. You would need somebody with him. He's not a standalone guy, but he's one of those players, bro, that WWE likes to bring up after a while. That just he's gonna do some shit and then gonna just fade off into whatever. It's just that's how they do it.
You know what he's gonna be? I'm gonna tell you right now. Future Endeavor.
That's quite possible after a year or two. Let's see.
Okay.
We have Jasper Troy. They've been pushing, but I don't see much in him. I see a pretty big man that can barely move within the ring as it is. He's just a big, stocky monster looking deal. I'm not too
Is that
impressed with
is that the Undertaker protege?
Not that I'm aware of.
The big dark guy.
Jasper's the one with the dreads, big monster.
Yeah, that's the Undertaker's protege. That from
Okay,
that NF the
LFG?
training
Yeah.
seminars, whatever they're
Yeah.
calling it.
Yeah.
LFG.
The show, right?
Yeah.
No. Let's see who else we got. Of course, we got Cruz Montana eventually going to go up.
Yeah, for
We
sure.
have Dion Lennox that's been doing good work. I think Grayson got demoted. Is this whole issue here? Is he got sent back to NXT to find out who Grayson Waller is going to be?
Yeah.
So it's not going to be anytime soon that they would bring him back. But because he was there, there's always that window open. It's never a issue there. And of course, you got Miles Bourne, which I think if you're gonna go with somebody to fill that AJ Styles role, Miles Bourne is that guy. To me, Miles Bourne is that guy.
Speaking of that, let's stop there for a second. You mentioned the phenomenal one. Okay.
Yes.
You mentioned the phenomenal one. I'm going to bring this up. I'm going to say this, and we talked about him and his son and GCW and all that. We did talk about that. But let's just be honest real quick. There is never going to be another AJ Styles.
No.
The closest person to AJ Styles right now is in AEW, and that is the Billy Goat Will Ospreay.
Yeah. And I mean, that's fine, but you still have a role there.
No.
Of what AJ did as far as being a workhorse, being somebody that could wrestle with anybody, somebody that has not only the technical skill but the high flying skill as well. That mold of wrestler is something that's now missing with AJ's departure. Miles Bourne fills that role to me.
I've watched him wrestle, J-Rod, and I'm going to say what he reminds me of, and you're probably going to disagree with this, but he reminds me of a watered-down version. Just let me say this: a watered-down version of Juventud Guerrero.
Ooh, Juventud Guerrero. Whoa. Fire the warning
but that's too low of a bar, Mike.
It's not though, man. You watch him wrestle. He does the flippy floppy. He does the rolls. and that's all he's done.
Juventud
the high
had
flying
no
moves.
technical wrestling skills. He was a high flying luchador, and that was it.
That's
But
it.
his technical skills are basic.
Born can tie you up. He has not shown. You gotta go look at some of his previous shit before NXT.
Okay.
The boy can tie you up in a damn pretzel if he wants to. So one of his old training partners was Zack Sabre, if that'll show you anything as far as what he's cut from.
Okay.
So he is off of Zack Sabre's learning tree. So the catch as catch can style, all that's with him. They're not limiting him, but as far as like what the match they want needs, he's doing what the match needs. It's not to the furthest extent of his ability. He is the one I'm highest on. Period on NXT beyond any as far as wrestling skill goes. He is my top guy.
So he'll be the first to be future endeavored.
So character work is going to be the thing, right? Can they figure out what he's going to be whenever,
See, that's the thing, man. WWE should take these guys after they figure out that they can wrestle and go, okay, this is your character. This is who you need to portray on television, and you need to get this person over. Not the other way around. Not wait till they get on the main roster. Okay, here, go do your thing now. And they've done it. I'm gonna tell you how many times they've done it, and it faltered. They did it with Austin Theory. They did it with Grayson.
The chosen one.
They did it with Tiffany Stratton, but Tiffany Stratton already knew her role.
Right. And it's a lot easier for women. Let's be real. It's a lot easier for women whenever you have a certain look and you can portray that look. It's a hell of a lot easier to get over on the main roster than it is for your guys that are coming in trying to scratch claw, figure out how they're different than the other 9 or 10 motherfuckers that's just like them on the card. So
but I like Titty Time.
Everybody likes
Titty Time.
Titty Time is awesome.
Titty Time. He said titty time. Anyway.
Tiffy's beautiful, man. Tiffy can go in the ring.
Oh yeah.
She can go, but she's also pleasant to look at. To me, she is more in the line of a better wrestling Trish Stratus to me. That's who Tiffany reminds me of.
Yes.
Is a better wrestling
very.
Trish Stratus. So and there are others I could talk about on the roster for NXT. But the whole thing is they never let them keep their fucking characters from NXT when they move. And that's the biggest gripe I have is you build a character. The fucking people respond to that character. They back that character. They want to see that character. Then you go and rebrand them completely when you go to SmackDown. Why? Why shoot yourself in the foot?
2 times they let the character walk from NXT to the main roster. Obafemi,
which because of the attraction standpoint, right? Get it?
And Tiffany Stratton,
right? And Tiffany still did some seasoning within the main roster, right? I mean, she still did a little bit of something to get herself more into it. And I think when she got under and I hate to say it, when she got underneath like the Charlotte Flair learning tree and Bayley and all these other girls that really taught her how to maneuver within the backstage landscape, she became better, right? Oba doesn't have to. Oba is just Oba. That dude's a fucking nature.
Put it this way: OBA is OVA.
Yeah. He's over like Rover. You cannot,
There's no denying Obafemi being the next great thing. I mean, there is not. And is there anybody on the roster? Is there anybody on the roster that can stop that? No.
Heard that Nia Jackson's pregnant. Could be.
Oh no! Nia Jackson slams some people right now, so I don't think they'll let a pregnant woman do that.
she may be early on because they let freaking Bianca finish that match before she left. She fucking knew that she was pregnant. So it's just the early on thing, right? So
Gunther cheating
it's
on his
gonna,
wife. Wow.
that
This
sounds
dude,
like some
this dude right here is trolling, bro. Like he is
that,
like
that
he's trolling, bro.
I don't know if he's trolling or if he's just reading the dirt sheets that are exactly what they are, the dirt sheets, right?
Yeah,
I
they
mean
dirty
that's
shit, bro.
bottom line.
I'm
But
gonna
I
I'm gonna
mean,
say this, man. There's a lot of rumors out there about with wrestlers doing what wrestlers do, but
mhm.
I'm gonna say this, and this is just me. Play on. You know what I'm saying? That do you don't worry about anything else. If you get caught up in the game, then the game costs you. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Be like Jey Uso, pay your and go.
Mhm. But I think though I don't see Gunther being the type, and just from like listening to interviews that he's done and the candid interviews he's done at times, he just don't seem like that dude to me. I'm a just I'm a kind of shoot this one down. He just don't
Yeah,
seem like that.
yeah.
So
He's like a real family guy for real. You
yeah.
know, he really does. All right.
Uh,
So Anthony wants me to repeat the last couple of ones. I'm gonna go way back into like 10 minutes ago when he said, Mike, I wouldn't even say Will Ospreay is the closest thing to AJ. Shit, he is the. You're right. Will Ospreay's on a whole nother level. We will go there. I feel the future monster that can be on the same trajectory as Oba if they book him correctly as Sam Holloway, who's in Evolve right now. If he's in Evolve, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not paying attention to that bullshit, so he can be in Evolve all he wants. And Tiffany Stratton, he says he sees more Tori Wilson than he does Trish with Tiffany. Tori Wilson's wrestling is about as good as watching Stacy Keibler's wrestling. It's not there, bro. It's really not there.
she was eye candy, baby. She was
Yeah,
eye
that's
candy.
it. That's it, bro. I
Tiffany
mean,
Tiffany is eye candy, but Tiffany is eye candy that can go. That's what
yeah, and that's what Trish status was, and that's exactly what Trish was. That's exactly what Victoria was. That's what Mickey James was. That's what, and I'm going to say this right now. That's what Candice Michelle was. Candice Michelle could go, bro. Even though she was in Playboy, she was
she
smoking hot.
she could wrestle enough to get a match on, but we're talking about two separate things, bro, too, because Candice Michelle was first eye candy. She always was eye candy. She learned towards the back end of her career how to actually hold a match, but she wasn't like you had fucking Lita, you had Trish Stratus, you had Molly Holly. All those girls could go, right?
Oh man, don't forget
There was
Ivory either, man. You gotta say Ivory too.
Ivory Ford, they could all go. So they were the ones bringing on these eye candy chicks. They were bringing them along and teaching them the ropes and how to really get this shit done. Just like whenever Trish come in, you had Jackie teaching her.
Yeah.
Who else was that? You had a couple of female wrestlers there that took her underneath the wing, and then she paid that favor. Uh, it just how it is, man. I don't Mike, don't even compare Josh Briggs to Big Cass. Josh can actually wrestle. He was an
Hold on.
Oh
Now,
yeah, yeah. Well,
Josh Briggs, that Josh Briggs is still in Ring of Honor. This dude is John Jensen, whatever his name. What did you call him? Something Jensen? Brooks
yeah, but
Jensen.
no, he is Josh Briggs. That's
Oh,
his that's his
yeah. Yeah, but
name.
there's two
Yeah.
of them though. And there's two different
Yeah.
Joshes. There's two different
Yeah.
ones. Now the one in Ring of Honor, that dude is amazing. The dude in NXT is Big Cass. All right, let's just not forget that. And Brooks and Jensen, whatever they are, Rick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Josh Briggs is big. I don't know, man. What is that?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I have no clue. You got my mind twisted. You know, Josh Briggs can go, but the one that he's talking about, hold on, man. Let me see. I think he's talking about Brooks, Josh Brooks, or Jensen.
All right, hold on. Now you,
Talking about Josh Bishop, baby, not Briggs. Josh Bishop. Josh Bishop's the one that's in Ring of Honor. Josh Briggs is the one that's in NXT.
Hold on, Brooks and Jensen. Brooks, Jensen, and hold on. Who's also Benjamin Buchanan? That's Bull Buchanan's son. Let's just get off that. He was in Josh Briggs. Okay. Yeah, this Josh Briggs here never wrestled in Ring of Honor.
No. You are thinking about Josh Bishop.
No.
That's Josh
No.
Bishop is in Ring of Honor.
No, Josh Bishop. No, this kid here. No, there's a Brooks Jensen teamed with Josh Briggs, and yeah, he never ever wrestled in Ring of Honor. This kid never wrestled in Ring of Honor ever, and this guy's trash.
Yeah, Josh Bishop is the big boy that's in MLW right now, but that's the
No. What he's talking about is
that's the big boy that look like Sid Vicious is who
no, that kid's amazing, bro. That kid's amazing,
yeah.
and he had a tryout at SummerSlam to be in the WWE. Don't know where that happened or what's going on with that. There's another ROH Pure Champions. There we go. Here we go. Ring of Honor Pure Championship. Here we go.
And I'm going to just say, Anthony, once a niche is filled, bro, WWE is not going to double down on the same niche.
Nope.
So the fact that you got Chad Gable doing what Chad Gable's doing right now, that's the niche. And that's going to stay with him. They're not going to have another amateur wrestling guy in NXT that's similar to Chad Gable. They even stopped the Creed brothers that were damn good amateur wrestlers from doing their thing because they needed it to go a certain way.
Anthony, you're thinking of Josh Woods.
There it is.
Josh Woods. That's the dude that's a badass.
Well, they got the Creed brothers down in AAA right now. So, well, actually, I don't know. I haven't seen them in a while. So
they got one Creed, I think, in AAA, but the other one,
is he injured?
I don't know. I don't know. I haven't heard much of them since they broke up Team Alpha, whatever that they were. So
I knew what you were saying though. The Josh Briggs dude, that's not the dude you're thinking of.
No,
not even close. Yeah, I knew that right off the rip. I was like, wait a minute, this dude.
Hold on.
Oh, you're good. But yeah, I already knew you were talking about the wrong guy. And I'm the only one that's not muted. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Fuck everybody. I'm the only one not muted. I know you assholes can hear me. Nobody, don't give me this, that bullshit. Yeah, I'm the only one that can talk right now. None of you can even talk because I don't want to hear no bullshit. I don't want to hear no shit from any of that. Look at Josh over there cussing me out. Now J-Rod's going to go fucking black his thing, and Dev's over there just mean mugging me. I know you're mean mugging me. Yeah, Dev. Yeah, you can't say nothing. Brock Lesnar lookalike dude. But anyway, but no. Oh man, I'm having a blast. But no, we're gonna move on from NXT now because we're done with NXT. Thank God. I
was trying to handle situation here. It's like
I know you were, man. I'm just giving y'all hell, dude. I'm just having fun. There you go, bro. Give me aloha. There you go, aloha. Give me the California greeting. But
California
no,
green.
yeah, the California greeting.
Well, I thought the California green was.
That's only in San Francisco.
And it was nice having a YouTube show. We will see you later.
No. Josh Woods would not work in WWE style at all. Josh Woods is a monster, and that kid is just great. I think he fits the Ring of Honor profile so much better. I wish they had put him on AEW Dynamite at least. Oh, accidental injury to Ray. Huh. There you go. But yeah, I like the Creed brothers. The Creed brothers are actually really good wrestlers. They actually have a really collegiate background. They have a amateur background versus a professional background. They can go in the ring just like Chad Gable can go in the ring. So yeah, I enjoy watching them guys wrestle, just like I watch Chad Gable wrestle. But let's move on from NXT and let's get over here to some Dynamite.
All right.
You watched it. I didn't. I was sleeping because that's what I do now. I took over Sleepy Phil's gimmick. I have taken over Sleepy Phil's gimmick, but now we're only 2 days a week. If you haven't noticed, I can stay awake for 2 hours. Oh, you're all right, Dad. Dude, you're fine, brother. You're good. You're good. But yeah.
Like that.
All right. So yeah, we're gonna have to bring up the NXT, not the NXT, the Dynamite results. I know the first. I know to begin the show, it was straight up Will Ospreay going out, cutting a promo, wanting to call out Kenny Omega. Don Callis instead comes out to horrendous booze and sends his goons out to beat up Will Ospreay. Kenny Omega comes out with a pipe, shoos everybody away, and then continues to cut a promo on Will Ospreay and I'll see you at Wembley and all that stuff. This is the last time I'm saving your ass type of deal. It's I'll see you at Wembley. Then we go into the first match. If I believe it was the triple threat to see who gets the number 2 spot at the Casino Gauntlet match, which was
yes, sir.
Speedball, Nick Wayne, and Speedball,
MJF.
Maxwell
MJF.
Jacob Freeman. Yes.
Yeah. So Maxwell comes out, does his thing, and he introduces himself as the real champion.
Mm-hmm.
So then Nick Wayne comes out, Speedball comes out. They get the wrestle. The MJF scurries out to the ring, outside the ring. Let them two fight it out. Then comes then it goes back and forth. MJF smacked the shit out of fucking Nick Wayne, like.
Mm-hmm.
Not a chop. It was like he like Nick Wayne went to go do his move and he just smacked the hell out of him.
Yeah, he went for Wayne's World and he knocked the shit out of him.
Yeah,
which might have said what a spot for Nick Wayne to be put into, right? Like,
I mean, dude, they're showcasing him, bro. They're showcasing him, man.
It's wild, bro. And the kid got the skill. I'm not even gonna knock his in-ring skill, but it seems a little bit of a forced spot, don't it? I mean, you already got Speedball is Speedball. He's over like Rover, getting on with what he's doing. So Speedball face to MJF heel makes a little sense. But Nick Wayne was the oddball, like they just giving him more fucking exposure, I guess. And then the fact that he takes the pin from MJF is a little more credence to he did the job, right? So
Now I'm
it's
going to say this. I'm going to say this right here, J. Rod. And where's Mama Wayne at, man? I miss her. I miss Mama Wayne Milkers.
you missing old Sharon, bro? You missing her? You missing her deeply?
Missing my milk and cookies, man.
Definitely born in the mama complex.
That storyline died, and she could go and just go back to the back and collect a paycheck.
Oh, that's terrible, man. Because I really like seeing her on television. It was a great 5 minutes, 15 minutes, however long she was out there. It was great. I enjoyed it. I'm not even gonna lie. I was a big fan of Mommy Milkers. I thought she was a great accent to the whole Christian Cage thing, and as well. And I was really hoping that we'd continue keeping her on television. Because Nick needs his mama. Nick needs his mama.
Yeah, but it was gonna have a lifespan, bro. Since the jump, it just because she came out of nowhere. There was no lead into really where this character really fit in with Christian or whatever. It was just Christian's called himself the patriarch, and all of a sudden gets a son and a mom, and like that. She just kind of appeared. So if you'd have had more lead into it, it would have had a little more legs. But it was gonna have a lifespan from the jump. I think they played it good by letting her, when the shit started getting a tad bit stale, cut it. They fucking did. They freaking did good by that.
And they also cut Kip Sabian too, which whatever.
So I don't know what happened with Kip. Kip's a hell of a worker, man. I don't understand where in the fuck the shit went sideways with him. But I don't know if it was maybe Penny that messed all that up for him. I don't know. But
he's injury prone. That's what it is,
bro.
He's injury prone.
Well, but that's.
So was it Penelope Ford?
Yeah.
Yeah, same too. Yeah.
But she looks good.
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is you could have changed the style, and I think they tried it. The last time that I saw him, he wasn't as ready to go and do the high risk shit. He stayed a little more on the mat, and that I think benefited him. So I don't know why they didn't keep that train rolling. Right? He better jump ship soon as his contract's over and go on and do him something. Because
where's he gonna go, man? I don't think WWE will pick him up. I really don't.
He got to head overseas. He got to head overseas.
I don't think anybody overseas will pick him up either, man. I don't think New Japan will pick him up. I really don't.
I mean, you got other ones, bro. I mean, I don't see where he couldn't find somewhere to go.
I'm gonna tell you where he's gonna end up at, and I'm gonna be honest. He's gonna end up in GCW land. And you know where he's gonna end up? He's gonna end up over there with Joey Janela and Megan Bain, and then it's gonna be him and Penelope Ford, which is his old squeeze. That's what's gonna be. That's what's gonna be.
It's possible.
Doing that storyline again?
No,
that's wrestling.
Yeah,
hey, bro, wrestling.
Yeah, that's how they started.
Wrestling repeats itself, baby. Wrestling repeats itself.
That's how they did it in AEW. They started with that storyline with Joey Janela and
that was legit though. Joey Janela was with Penelope Ford for a long time, like legit. They were a couple.
Yep.
He got her start in CZW. And she was a former WEW champion, women's erotic or something wrestling, women's erotica wrestling champion, and then she became part of the CZW family, and then she was Joey Janela's manager and turned on Joey Janela and went with MJF, and then Joey Janela beat MJF to get Penelope back, and then she turned on him again because they broke up. And then went with some other cat, and then it was wild, man. It was like, quit doing stupid shit, Joey Janela. And I mean, it was just like because they couldn't really do anything else with her. And then her and Cherry Bomb, which is also known as Allie, had a big feud in CZW. That was a really good one. Um, Back then, she was known as Cherry Bomb, but
Mhm.
yeah, I'm really, dude. I'm just speaking the old school days of CZW, the good days of CZW. And Leo Rush was the light heavyweight champion who threw down the title and went to work at NXT. Then he got programmed to be Bobby Lashley's mouthpiece.
Yeah, that's why I couldn't take him seriously for a long time. Because that's all I heard in my head. Lashley, Lashley, Lashley.
If Leo Rush doesn't get humbled and sent where he got sent to, we
Yeah.
wouldn't have the Leo Rush that we have now. And now that's just one of them old adages of shit had to happen the way it happened. That's
Yeah,
just how it had to happen for Leo. Because if he doesn't get humbled with WWE and sent off, he's nothing. We don't have a Leo Rush. He's fucking flipping burgers somewhere. It wouldn't even be a thing.
we wouldn't get the Black Heart Leo Rush like we have now.
Right, right. Which is over with everybody. It's wild. Look
The
at
Ra-
look at Devin. Look at Devin with the mirror move. There it is.
yeah.
Oh, oh, oh.
Oh, oh, oh.
All right,
How do
I
you
finally
know?
got good
Devin
service. We're good.
Shawns.
We're good. We're
There
good.
it is.
Man.
There it
All
is, man.
right. So
Wait,
next match.
hold on.
Wait.
Detroit fan 21. Hold on,
Oh,
hold on.
wait. Oh, we got a breaking.
Yeah,
Genghis?
that's Genghis.
Genghis?
That's
Is that the
Genghis.
Michigan? Is that the Michigan guy? The Michigan man, Genghis.
Yeah,
If it is, he need to come on in and join the
Hey,
party.
hey,
Because the water's
Michigan
warm
man.
there.
Hey,
I
Michigan
think he
man. Why don't
does.
you tap on in there, Genghis?
I think he does. I really do think he does.
But the next part, Josh, was Divine Dominion sends a message to the Brawling Birds, which I don't think nobody has any steam on that freaking thing whatsoever. Both them teams are.
Uh,
Oh my god, I don't
it,
even.
it, it,
I
it's
I
got
it,
him.
don't even know, bro.
I got him. Don't even sweat it.
it,
I got
it,
you.
it, all it is donuts versus buns.
Right, right, right. That's it.
Yeah.
Uh, so the next would be the Continental Cup first round, Jay White versus David Finlay, which I'm sure was a banger. Knowing that, yeah,
Woo!
I'm sure that
They
was a banger.
they straight up beat the snot out of each other. Straight up old school a New Japan style beat the snot out of each other.
A
Good.
J.R.
Yeah,
Slobberknocker? Is what you're saying there,
yeah.
Karma Good? A
Oh
trademark
yeah.
Give me a slobber
Slobberknocker?
knocker.
There's,
Yeah,
hold on. Let me get the loop right. It was a straight up slobber knocker.
that's right.
Yes,
That's
sir.
right. For
Yes,
sure.
sir.
Yeah.
Survey says.
Maybe
Survey
one day
says.
I'll get some chew right there and get the accent right. But
Well, I mean,
no,
I got a
yeah, but yeah,
Cantonese, so
this was straight. This should have been like a main event
Yeah,
match right there. So
for sure.
yeah. I mean, you got two boys that can tear the house down whenever the fuck they feel like it, and then you put them
yeah,
together. That was money written on the card, bro. I don't,
Money,
yeah.
money, money,
you know.
money.
So, but in that match, was it uh 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 Switchblade got the win?
Jay
Yeah.
White and Jay
Yep,
White picked up the victory.
yep. Yeah, but much deserved. What he needs to get that momentum push now.
Yes.
So, but yeah,
Jay, yeah, so
that
this is
was a
good enough,
really
Jay.
good match. It was a really good match, and it should that should have been a main event.
Yeah, and I think that this is they're working Jay White slowly into it, which is a good play. Even though Jordan might say, no man, you got to strap the rocket to the boy. The fucking Switchblade's got to be the Switchblade been out of the game long enough to where the slow build's going to benefit him in
Yeah,
the long run. if you put the rocket to him, you burn him out too fast, and then you you fucking kill his credibility. You kill the fact that he's still healing. He's not fucking all the way there just yet. So the fact that he put on the match that you're saying that he put on with David Finlay shows me that he's feeling more like himself, which is great.
Yeah.
So that's all well and good. Jay White's gonna be a main event guy for AEW for the next 3 to 4 years. It's just they got to play the shit correctly to be able to do that.
And they got to monitor him and treat him like they got to treat him like a Seth Rollins. They really do.
Mhm. Yes. Same circumstance. Same circumstance. You're gonna fucking burn him out, and they burn Seth out, but
Yes.
then Seth by how the fates does that shit, right? Seth gets injured, he gets out for a while, the heat kind of dies down, Seth comes back, he's over again. That's just kind of what happened with him. But yeah, same, very very much similar circumstance there. The next part I'm reading about Josh was Hangman Page. Oh, there's that Detroit motherfucker. There you
Hey,
go.
what's
Good,
up?
man.
Yeah,
What's
there we
going
go.
on?
Now I don't feel like the only Yankee in the room.
These Southern boys been giving his Yankee ass hell talking about that it's hot. He don't know what hot is, Genghis. I'll tell you, you don't. you don't know what
Genghis
hot
don't
is.
either. Genghis don't know how hot it is down here. I bet you $100. Genghis, you ever had chitlins?
Hotness?
You ever had chitlins? You ever had chitlins, Genghis?
Yeah, I don't like them.
Yo, you had
Chitlins?
chitlins?
No, I
Yeah.
do not like them.
Hell no.
Makes your house smell for a week.
Yeah. What about
Fuck, I
oxtail?
do.
Oxtail. You like oxtail?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
yeah. Hey, Genghis. Hey, tell them how you
I think I've been warned.
ever had a leg froze over on you?
Not worried about the cold, Josh. Not worried about the cold, Josh.
Michigan.
Anywho,
Michigan. Cold.
Yeah.
No. It don't get no colder than it does in
Oh.
North Dakota, I don't think.
might I say
No,
too, your
not that
Lions
cold.
look sloppy
No.
there, Genghis. I'm just gonna throw that out there too. Your Lions look sloppy there, Genghis, against old Patriots. Yeah, that was
First game, I ain't
That was
preseason.
a
Ain't worried about
heartbreaker.
it. It's just practice.
I was expecting Dan Campbell to draw blood early, but let me down. So I mean, we just
Well,
gonna
you
throw
can't
that out
start
there.
put your starters in the game. You can't do that. So it's
No.
exhibition. Let's get these second string guys in there. Let them do their thing. See what you can work with.
Can we say go Pack go? Can we say go Pack go? Can we get one?
Not
of
here.
Go
Not
to
here.
hell, Pack. Go.
What?
You go Pack go, man. Go Pack
Go to hell.
Go
Go to hell.
You
break it
got-
up there.
You
What?
got a Packer, you got a freaking Bear, you got a Lion this way, wherever this way, and then you got two Hoodats.
The Who Dat family. Who Dat hasn't been relevant in how many years? Who that what? Yeah, who that?
We're coming
Who
back,
that?
baby.
Everybody gonna beat them Saints. Everybody gonna beat them Saints. That's what's up.
We're coming back, baby. Shuck it. We're coming back.
Yeah. I heard that shit 3 years ago.
Shuck it. We're coming back, baby.
After last season, the only thing we got to worry about is actually, I'll admit, we got to worry about the Lions.
You don't worry about the Pack.
Yes.
No. Let's see.
Josh,
Out of three
Green Bay
matches,
looked
we
good.
beat you 2 out of
Green Bay
3.
looked good last week.
We did beat you 2 out of 3. The Lions are the only team in the North that actually beat us twice.
Green Bay looked good. Now I ain't even gonna hold them. Green Bay looked good. So y'all got some competition for sure, baby. Y'all in a tight spot where y'all at. How much is to lay that down? The Bears are in a tight spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, you can't be showing that on television up there, Big Damn.
Breaking all the damn guidelines, bylaws, F them. Just
Jesus
somebody call
God,
my
yeah.
mama.
Somebody call his mama, man.
Somebody called his
cat,
mama.
baby.
Jesus,
cat.
Dad. What the hell, bro?
All right, you got to take it off. Got to take it off, man.
Copyright
Anywho,
strike. Copyright
Dad
strike.
ain't taking it down.
you see,
So
AEW.
while Dev gives everybody a free showing of Thunder, we're gonna move to the next segment was Hangman and Bandito talking about the celebrating the Trios Championship win. What
Yep.
happened here? I must have missed something.
You know what?
When did Hangman get back into the thing? Getting
Yeah.
back.
They won the trios championship chip at the in Arena Mexico last week.
Yeah, they
Okay,
beat.
who is it? Hangman, Bandito, and who?
Uh,
Really?
uh, Brody King.
Brody? Okay.
Yeah.
Good and
So
the bad and the ugly.
Bro. For real though. For real though. And that's a man, you want to talk about just three tough son bitches too. Like you got a technical guy with Bandito that's really tough. Hangman is your cowboy down dirty root stuff. And you got freaking Brody King looks like he can kill somebody at a moment's fucking notice. That's three tough son of a bitches in a damn tag
Yeah.
team. I like that though. I like that a lot. Uh but so they
Me
are
too,
interrupted by
Marcus.
Swerve. He has history with each of them. He questions Hangman Page, what his legacy means. Page tells Strickland that he has been watching him this year, and while he has done some heinous stuff, he hasn't gotten the results. So I basically called Swerve a pussy, I guess, for the most
Yeah,
part. Yeah. Okay.
and then he got interrupted
Well,
down the main by Ricochet, claiming that Toy Shoulders wasn't down down when they lost the titles, so they stole him. He told Swerve to swerve his ass out of the arena because this had nothing to do with him. And on his way out, Strickland calls Ricochet a bitch. Page offers the man title shot right then. Ricochet declines. They said, "We'll do this on our time."
yeah.
And then Willow Nightingale's about to have an interview with Renee Paquette, and Mercedes Moné beats her to death with the Owen Hart title and claims she's a dumb bitch.
mm-hmm.
So
In a
now we're
nutshell.
moving Mercedes
Yeah.
to a spiteful heel. Like what? Like wait, why? Like spiteful heel? We can play. We could have played this so many ways. Willow got the victory, but nobody really brought a lot of credibility. God bless Willow with everything, but didn't give a lot of credibility to Willow's win, right? So you still had Monet still up on the pedestal. So why in the fuck you gonna make her the spiteful heel and drag her down? I don't understand that at all.
Well, have you noticed what they've done here? They put Willow there. They took
Yeah,
Thekla
get the
away,
heat on her.
and
Yep.
they keeping Monet away from Thekla.
Yep, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
That's the match. That's the match that you want.
That's the golden
Yeah.
ticket right there.
Yeah,
Thekla
yeah.
versus Monet. That's the
That's the
golden
match
ticket.
you want. Correct.
Well,
But
right now they're trying they're giving Thekla back to Stardom for a little while. So
yep.
her and
Yeah, 'cause they're the
the other
trio
two
champions.
chicks.
White Blue. and
Man,
Jay
that's some
Hart.
red
They're all
tans
the
right
trio
there, man. They were
champions
out in
over
the
there.
sun a little bit too long.
Then we got the third match of the night was a TNT Championship match: Kevin Knight versus Chris Jericho. Okay, when did Jericho
Out of
become number one
nowhere.
contender tonight's fucking TNT Championship? Where the fuck this come about? I mean, I guess Jericho's going with Jericho, I guess, but you just put him in that very good
He
pain,
beat Ciampa.
right, Painmaker Champa thing. Yeah, you just put him through that, and then you have him lose to Kevin Knight here.
Well, they're
Uh,
pushing Kevin Knight to be a main eventer.
Mhm.
They really are.
I
And
don't see it.
I can't see it either because he's too
I don't
skinny.
see it.
He's
And
too
not
skinny.
even the skinny. Like he doesn't check enough boxes for me on the mic, in the ring. He just doesn't check enough for me to say that you are a main event guy that can go every single night and produce the best product for our company. He more leans to me like a role player. I'll give him that,
Mhm.
but I don't see him as the guy, like someone you could put the title on and be comfortable with it. I don't see it at all.
Mm-hmm.
What do
It's
you?
like I said, building him up, getting that level. To just like what the fifth. Riot's doing with Trick Williams. You know you still get to have that spot. He's not going to beat Roman, Seth, Punk, Cody, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens. He's not going to put him yet. He's got everybody on these Corbin and Javon Evans and his main rival. So Kevin Knight's the same. You got to get him up to that same. Which he should be working a program with Ricochet. Then go back over.
That would be more or less his niche.
He should be working with also Speedball. Yeah,
there's
more his niche.
There's
a few there.
Timing with the belt.
You still had stuff that you could have went. You know what I mean? Like you still had untapped ground with fucking the Kevin Knight before you try to put him here, right? You didn't leave him down here long enough to me.
Well,
like,
they don't want. It seems like they're keeping certain people away from one another. Like they're keeping Kevin Knight away from Speedball. They're keeping Thekla away from Monet. They're keeping Ospreay away from everybody but Omega.
But if you leave it alone too long, guess what people do? Forget.
Yeah. But
they don't care.
I'm gonna tell you the money match with Ospreay is Ospreay MJF. That's the money match.
Of course.
Oh yeah.
That's the match everybody wanted. That's the match everybody expected they were going to get at Wembley, and we get fucked. We get.
Well, that still can be full gear. You put the belt on, let Bill get his win at Wembley.
You got possibility. You got possibility to right the ship, but so certain matchups with their talents got money written all over it, and you need to save those for your big shows, right? But the problem with AEW is when they start building momentum within a storyline, they take too long of breaks within the storyline itself to where you miss some of this, and then all of a sudden it's relevant again, and you miss a lot. It's relevant again. Why? Why not?
You don't miss it. You don't miss it. They put it backstage, so that's how they keep the
segments and shit that don't really progress nothing. You know, and that's the downside of that. You got fucking the main thing, and I go back to the Attitude Era because they did that shit every week. Every week progressed a storyline, correct?
Yeah.
So whenever you were building Rock and Austin to WrestleMania back in WrestleMania 15, you had 9 or 10 weeks of just straight Rock and Austin feud building. And then you have the payoff. Bang. The people cared about the match. They cared about everything. They were behind 100%. Then when that was done, you went away from it. You took both men, you put them on their own separate things, knowing that eventually they would cross back, right?
Yeah, hold on before we go any further. Devin, have your flag fell. Okay.
But that's my biggest gripe when you got AEW that has all these horses that you can do all these things with, and you don't stay consistent enough to make people care. That's my biggest gripe with it.
But you also don't want to.
It ain't even
saturated either. You know, because with the Fed now, I mean, you still get the same matches every single week. Over like, I just saw this last week. I saw it on the pay-per-view. It's just over and over and over again. Okay, you got Knight and Jericho. Okay, we never seen that. Build up, just let it happen. Okay, let's see what he can do. But let the story go. Take it backstage. It's like, all right, it's in the background. So we ain't gonna forget about it, but it's still gonna be there. It'll come back around and it will build it back. All right, we got to save this for the next pay-per-view after this one. So we can't all right, we got to concentrate on Will and Kenny. Anything else after that, we're gonna not push it, but we're thinking about that match the most. It's Kenny and Will with nobody else. Okay, the TBS title, not really worried about that. We're just it's on there and Willow. Fine, it's over there.
No, tag team championship. TBS title. The TBS title is Maya World. TBS title is Maya World.
Oh,
That's my world.
my bad.
Willow has the women's championship right now. Willow is
Yeah.
the
I'll
girl.
be right back. I'm grabbing me
Yeah.
something to drink.
Yeah.
gentlemen.
I got
Uh,
mixed up.
but I mean, Genghis. So it's all about those two, man. Like even if you would bring it to the forefront, bring it in front of the people, let them care about what's going on. These backstage segments got no meat, bro, no substance. It's just one person talking about another without any kind of ramifications or consequences. There is no more. That segment means it's progressing to this match. It's just a motherfucker running his mouth right now, and that's what I've been noticing the last little bit here.
Yeah.
I need some meat, I need a
Basically,
little
it's
meat to
Raw
chew
and
on.
SmackDown.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's like
Yep.
it's like always behind the scenes. It's like, oh, I gotta talk to Nick. All this. I got
Yep, that's my
a match from
biggest
Raw. They
gripe.
hey, well, man, this man that. Yeah.
Biggest
And you get
freaking gripe
15,000
with the
in the
E.
back.
You don't even have motherfuckers call each other out anymore. Like, what happened to that? A motherfucker got an issue, bro. You just go to the ring, call that motherfucker out, cut a promo right there, bang. But that was progression,
But
right?
that actually happened
Yeah.
on SmackDown, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah. So, moving on down. So Kevin Knight pins Jericho in this random little match here. Kevin Knight retains. I think it's just a little bit of that Jericho rub, probably what happened here. Just a little bit of that, Yeah.
Give him the elbow.
Mm-hmm. Then we had Chris Statlander versus Viva Van. I don't know who Viva Van is.
Yeah, I think I slept in this
Yeah.
match.
Yeah. You want to
She
talk
came-
about
I
something that
remember
happened
she
with?
came
Viva Van is a beautiful woman. So the hell with everybody.
Yeah, she came from another organization, so she's coming there.
Yeah, I don't know
Just
nothing
can't
about
think
her, but Statlander got the win.
Of course.
For this, of course. But then you had Mick Foley let Statlander know there will be a fatal four-way next week in a TBS title match with Maya World, Persephone, Hikaru Shida, and Statlander. So that got some legs. I like that matchup a lot. They best not fuck that up because you got way too many different dance partners that could go with who to make that match really something if you let them breathe. Don't cut that bitch to 8-9 minutes. Don't fucking do that shit.
Let them
Let
breathe.
that match breathe. Yes. Uh
We probably
yeah,
get like
so
a good
that's
7 to 10 minutes. Man, the match
Shit,
on
I
that
mean,
pay-per-view.
that really
like
needs
5
about
hours
12
long.
to 15. It needs 12
yeah,
to 15
no.
minutes.
Yeah, Roger. 15 minutes you can tell everything that you freaking need to tell. And you're not killing the TV time, honestly.
Yeah. And depending
yeah.
what position it is on the card too.
Let it be the opener.
But hey. Yeah.
Right there, let it be the opener.
Mm-hmm.
Opener
That's how
or
you start the show,
second
right
match
there.
on the card.
Let it be the opener. Let it start. You know what they need to do? Have all 4 women in the ring whenever the Dynamite goes on the air. Let that shit roll.
Like
Yeah,
like
so put it on
the
the
fucking old school
pre-shows,
WCW four ways, right? Like those school WCW four ways. They used to throw bitches in the ring. You come in live from the thing or whatever, fireworks, come in and they in the ring, ready to go, ding ding ding. And the bitches would go 12 to 18 minutes, whatever it was, and it didn't hurt anything progressively through the,
And let's be real,
Okay.
AEW has been going 2.5 hours here lately. They've been going 2.5 hours.
Mhm.
They begin that 30-minute overrun, and they need it. And let's just be real. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I think Dynamite needs to be 3 hours. Am I wrong on that?
I think too much is still too much, man. WWE proved that with SmackDown. Whenever SmackDown was hot, then they boosted the time frame of it, and it fucking tanked. They cut it back. It picked back up steam. There's a sweet spot with them wrestling shows two and a half hours. That's your max. That's your
Yeah.
absolute max. And
Yeah.
if you can do that, you keep your audience entertained. You keep them focused on what's going on. That's what you got to do.
And
I
that
don't.
dude be like,
Yeah.
oh my God,
This came out the other
NWO is
day.
attacking.
SmackDown, for you guys cover that. SmackDown's going back to 3 hours in January.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah,
Which
I think that's the summer thing
which is a
over there.
case of
2 hours in summer.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and you're gonna ride the roller coaster. That's what you're gonna do. It's stupid. They're partnering up Persephone and Sheeta. That's interesting against Maya World and Thunder Rosa for the next match. And
Yeah.
I don't. So Maya World and Thunder Rosa pick up the win, I guess, as the face team. I
Yeah.
don't know. I didn't know they turned Sheeta, although Sheeta just might be playing her role as just
So
what she is
Sheeta was a heel. She won the TBS title by
as
being
a
a
heel.
heel. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they turned
She
her
was
at some
tagged when
point.
she was tagged with Fatlander. She was doing the heel.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so you had the faces go over the heels. Here, I think that partnership though. So Persephone and Sheeta, you know that they're gonna fucking turn on each other at some point during that 4-way, right?
Oh
But
yeah. They got to.
Oh yeah, it's automatic.
but
We know that. Yeah.
right, but it does leave credence now till we kind of know how that's gonna go at first, where you're gonna have them working together, working over the other two. Is okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And we all know
Run to the
who's going to
bathroom.
win the title.
Hmm?
We all know who's going to win that title. We'll keep that title, right? My world, hopefully.
You would think, and you got three women there that have all proven they can run with it. Persephone never had it, but Persephone's just that good. Uh,
Yes.
Sheeta has had it multiple times and has led your women's division and has done that. Statlander is the ant factor, but I think if you're looking for a bridge, you would go back to Statlander. But Maya World, if you're gonna build her, this is three prominent. So if she takes this, it puts her it elevates her stock within the eye of the wrestling fan. So if they were smart, they're
Yeah.
gonna let Maya retain, and they're gonna do it straight up. They're not gonna do it with no, you know, oh man, she got lucky versus Sheeta. No, it's gonna be a Maya World victory. So we'll see how that works out. Then you had a backstage segment with Don
There'll probably be some
Callis confirmed
shenanigans.
that Kyle, yeah, probably so. Confirms that to Kyle Fletcher that he will defend his title against Okada. Fletcher's not happy about this, so he walks out as Callis and Okada is enjoying each other's company. Uh, Fletcher and Okada, if they let Okada go, can be another one of them absolute fucking bangers. If they let Okada go,
Yeah.
that's the big if. Because they've held him back now the last couple of matches. I don't agree with that at all.
I,
I don't know if he's injured. I don't know if right. I don't know if Okada's maybe favoring an injury or if he's doing something, but he has not wrestled like Okada these last couple times that I've seen him. I don't know if it's more or less they're
he's,
putting the collar on him or if he puts it on himself because of
no, I think
something.
it's him.
I don't know. Yeah.
He just don't want to kill himself anymore. I think that's the thing. Just all them New Japan shows. He just come. He did King here. It's like, all right, we just take it. I mean, that's kind of what we're expecting out of every guy who New Japan or whatever company. We're thinking like, all right, I want to get this banger match.
So you're
Shinsuke AJ Styles. And
so
the
you're
fan
saying
was good.
yeah, correct.
And the Fed.
You're I got you. So Okada's taking the Nakamura route, is what you're saying. He's becoming more
Yeah.
Americanized with his approach. I got you. All right. Tenfold.
Yeah.
All right. Then we had
I don't mind it. It's fine. You know, he's
Continental.
still,
Yeah. Then we had a Continental Cup. First, that must have been the main event here. Continental Cup first round match. Jungle Jack Perry versus John Moxley, and John Moxley takes the W here. Josh, did you watch that match?
Yes, and believe it or not, it was actually a really good match. I know Jordan wouldn't be happy about it, but
Right.
because he's not
Well,
a
he's
Jack
salty.
Perry fan, but I think this is he's salty. George's salty, but this is actually one of the few times I'll say he actually stepped up and
Delivered.
delivered a great match with Moxley. Moxley made him look real good.
I was about to say that. Did Moxley lay this match out and carry it, or was it Perry actually putting stuff into the match? Because
Perry's putting stuff into the match.
okay,
He's putting the effort in. Obviously, Moxley carried him as well, but he was actually put some stuff into the match, and he got Moxley got the win via was it that his little choke out move?
the bulldog choke. The bulldog choke.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, but after the match was over, he actually pulled Jack Perry up and raised his hand on a good match because I think because they even said it in commentary. This is the first time they ever faced each other.
It was good.
Mox is turning face. We all know this. I don't know what that means for the Death Riders. I don't, unless Gabe Kidd's going to take it from him at some point, and
That'd be great. I would love to see that happen. I would love to see that happen.
That's what I'm. That's kind of what I'm leaning right after the G1's done. Right, I think Gabe Kidd comes back and he has something to do with Moxley.
Shoot, I thought Claudia was going to take it.
No, and Claudio is not that character. Claudio is always the B to the A. That's just what he is. So it's and he plays that role fine. That's good. But I see this more probably that John Moxley just doing what Moxley does, and brought Perry along for the ride, and Perry just got his shine and looked decent. I didn't see the match, but that's what I'm figuring happened.
Yeah.
For sure. You know.
Yeah. And if anything, yeah, they always call him one of the pillars of this company, but it was more or less he was a crybaby for a while, and I think he's starting to fight finally wise up.
He needs to do something.
Yeah. So Perry is and should always be a role player.
Mm-hmm.
He's not his own standalone guy. Right. You had him in the fucking Jurassic Express. Shit freaking ran its course. You break him off, you break Luchasaurus off. The only thing you did was hurt both of them at the end of it. And then you try to make Jack Perry his own standalone dude. He's not that. He needs someone with him. He would have been.
I don't think he needs anybody. I'm gonna tell you what I think he needs. He needs a feud that's gonna solidify Jack Perry. He hasn't had that feud yet. They tried it with Christian Cage. That wasn't it. I'm gonna tell you who he needs to have the feud with, and I'm probably gonna hate when I say this. It's got to be Will Ospreay. Ospreay has to make him. Ospreay has to make this kid.
I think what needs to happen is he jumps in the Death Riders with Moxley.
I don't like that.
And he gets more of a killer mentality to his character, and it morphs him into something that can pose a threat against someone else higher up the card. Because right
But
now you put him with anybody.
technically ain't he an elite member?
Yeah.
He is. But you right now is not credible to say that he could go wrestle anyone at the top of the card and him pose an actual threat.
I mean, we said that same thing about Darby Allin too, and Darby Allin beat MJF and was champion. We saw well
Because it
that
was
worked.
MJF. Because it was MJF. MJF has proven he can do whatever with whoever, whenever. He is just that guy. All right. You don't get many talents like MJF come down the pipe at all. So he is that once in a generational guy that can do that with whoever, whenever. He can make the guy credible, right? But you telling me like, so right here, Jack got a little rub with Mox,
Yeah.
but it showed his toughness or whatever. But if you're gonna build on that, you could build credibility into Jack Perry. That is still possible.
Well,
But
I
you
mean,
got to do it now.
he needs a monster heel. Oh, I know exactly who it should be. Mark Davis.
Yeah, because they had that national championship match. Rerun that back.
Rerun that back and make it a few.
It's a big win.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. You could have it, but
that's what it should.
Once again, what I would do is put him under Mox's learning tree for a little bit. That's
the learning tree. Come on, man. Let's just not go there. Don't call anything the learning tree ever again. Please, for the love of God, never call anything the learning tree.
Look, Mike.
This is the learning tree.
Do you want to make the list? Do you want to make the list? I can put you on the list right now. Okay. God damn.
Might as well. Shit.
Do I got to bust out the t-shirt?
You know what happens when you talk about the learning tree? Do you know what happens? You just made a list.
Yeah. See, that's the great thing about Jericho. Jericho is reinventing himself how many times?
Oh my God. This dude is like the king of brand, bro. Like you cannot if Jericho needs to teach classes to these fucking kids that are coming up on how to brand yourself. Okay? This man has morphed more than a goddamn butterfly. He fucking does whatever he needs to do when he needs to do it, and it always gets over. How the hell have you been wrestling this long and you still get over? He can bring shit from the past at any time, and it's hot like that. It don't even need no legs. It's just there, right?
The list,
because nobody does that.
It's the closest person you get to that is RVD.
So whenever it was catchphrase mania throughout the wrestling companies, right? Mm-hmm. If you had a good catchphrase, you got more mic time. You main eventer, right? The fucking Rock is the number one poster child for that shit, right? That motherfucker learned how to rhyme, and all of a sudden he's freaking cream of the crop. Well, yeah, no, motherfucker. But anyway,
and then you had Stone Cold what?
What? Still going today. Still going today.
So I'll say this with Austin. Austin wrestling brought him to where he was, and then the catchphrases and the other shit came along, right? But like that Austin 316 promo just did it. That's what put Austin where he was, right? But that was a promo, not much or less the catchphrase thing, you know. But anywho, Jericho is fucking amazing.
Yeah, it's the standard replay.
But you know who has the best? You know who has the best actual catchphrase in wrestling today?
Have a nice day.
How do you know?
That's good. That's number 2. But the first one is, "I'm better than you, and you know it."
And you know it.
I thought it was best in the world.
Yeah, and WWE don't have any of that.
Oh.
They don't have any of that. No.
But once again, we are literally talking about a once in a generation talent that's just going to be what it's going to be. This fucking kid's going to be able to write his check whoever, wherever, it doesn't matter. We're talking about a guy that's going to be relevant for the next 10, 12 years, as long as he wants to keep the ball rolling.
John Cena. God,
John, so John, I don't. It wasn't catchphrases, bro. It was just he became almost like a cartoon character. He became this superhero thing,
Super Cena,
and
man.
to
Super
the
Cena.
kids, right, and just he just freaking did it. You can't see me. Yeah, that was his catchphrase, but that's like really the only one he had. Like he
Also,
wasn't
No,
really,
Martinez.
no.
I mean, he
No
had the freaking
disrespect.
"Don't ever give up." Yeah, yeah,
And the
Also,
champ
loyalty,
is
respect.
here.
yeah.
The
He
champ is
had, he
here.
had, so he had branding labels, right? I mean, that's basically what that was. But like his catchphrase was "You can't see me,"
Yeah.
right? That was the thing.
But
Yeah,
he never
his
worked on it.
brand
He put
was.
most of those shirts, until after.
Yeah,
That's what makes it
John Cena,
makes it gold. Put on the shirt.
John Cena was one of those guys that most of the people hated him because he was stale.
Mhm.
But whenever he first showed up with a Dr. Thugonomics, that shit went hard. Him and B Squared, Bull Buchanan, that shit
Yeah.
went hard, man.
Yeah,
And he even
yeah.
had a song with Murs.
Mm-hmm.
That shit-
right, and
Oh, there's
I
another
mean,
one.
so so Enzo's probably one of the best at
Talkers.
getting a reaction from the fans. Not so much talk because he talks the same shit. Like he talks the same shit over and over again, right?
SAWFT
Yeah,
soft.
but it's his delivery gets reaction. So that's what puts him above others on the mic, right?
And
But
and also the other thing with him is that he actually writes his own stuff. He don't have people write his promos and everything. He actually wrote all of his stuff, and he said he even had like
and
binders
you
and
can
binders of
tell,
stuff.
and you can tell because most of his promos are clumsy. But I digress. Anyway, they are really kind of all over the freaking place whenever you hear an Enzo promo. So
But does he or does he not remind you of a chicken when he sits there and does that little strut?
Yeah, I think that's the idea.
You doing?
yeah, no,
How
he's
you doing?
To be goofy as possible.
And so it's that old adage, right? Do we watch for the wrestling or do we watch for the characters?
Both.
And can you have a show that has both? That's where you end up leaning
You
your
ha-
eyes towards, you know.
Yeah. Get
And
more like interact
Enzo
with the
for
crowd.
character.
You bring us in with that character,
Character work.
the gift of
character
gab,
work.
and can you work the crowd? Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
If you if you can't sit there, and you're gonna be sitting there like, yeah.
And that's it. You can have a wrestling show. And I've always said this, and I am a wrestling purist in a way. I love the art form of wrestling. I really do. But you can have a show with 3 wrestling matches on it. But if you have a bunch of larger than life characters that come out there, interact with the crowd, can steal that camera attention away and do their thing, the show is enjoyable. But you only watch 3 matches. So it's like, do you watch it for the characters or do you watch it for the wrestling?
Well, I mean,
Merton Hanks. Yeah. Yep.
But the thing is, I am a huge fan of. When I go to an indie show, I don't expect characters, right? I go for the in-ring action,
Right.
and then I make my assumption from, and some of them do have in-ring characters. I mean, I'm gonna be real with you, but I went to go see New South, and most of their guys have characters, and they're really fucking good.
Mm-hmm. One
guy goes by the wall. Yeah. I mean, they're really good wrestling. I mean, they wrestle and they have characters, just like GCW. GCW would be the bridge between character and wrestling, in my opinion.
Okay.
because almost every single wrestler has a character. If
Right.
you
Yeah.
think about it, every wrestler on GCW, Effie, he's daddy. You know, he plays the gay, over the top, bigger than life superstar that will suck your cock in the middle of a ring.
Okay, everybody, it was nice having the show.
No,
See you
I'm
later.
being serious.
Oh, hey.
I'm being dead serious.
Yeah.
I'm being
Josh, this is 2026. Have an open mind, brother. Have an open
young.
mind. We're not
Open
going to get
mind.
canceled.
Get canceled, brother. Not getting canceled.
Yeah.
But tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
No, it's true.
No, you're not.
But so-
That's what, like you said, on the indies, they develop their character. Still working on the wrestling part, where they build that character up. So you're gonna see him on an indie. You're like, oh yeah, I remember this person. They're still building the character. You're gonna follow that person all the way up, wherever it's backyard wrestling, all the way up to being on TV. You're like, oh, I remember him being this. Oh, he's saying that. Yeah, I remember him. I'm gonna keep that in mind.
Adam Cole.
It
Adam
was like,
Cole started in CCW, and he was playing the pompous prick who was from Florida, and he always came from what was it, Fort Walton Beach or I'm sorry, Panama City Beach, Florida,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
He's not from Florida. Everybody knows that he's from Pennsylvania, but
Yeah.
he plays that character, and watching him at CZW, watching him grow from that to Ring of Honor, and then go from Ring of Honor to NXT, or let's go. He went to New Japan, then he came to NXT, then went to AEW. If you followed his career, it didn't do nothing but just creep up, man. Like his character just took over, and that to me is the definition of a true wrestler / character build. And I'll tell you another one, Tommaso Ciampa. Every step of the way, nothing but greatness. The Sicilian psychopath. That's what he was known in Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
They all had similar traits, though. Tommaso figured out his niche early, and he ran
What's
with
up,
that.
Rebel Media?
And that's it.
Yeah.
That's so a good professional wrestler will understand what he's good at and morph his character into such, and then run with that. Okay,
Yeah, 100%.
we're talking about indie stars, but the level goes up when you're handed chicken shit and forced to make it chicken salad.
Mm-hmm.
That's where more of like where these WWE guys don't get enough credit sometimes is this shit's awful what they're handed, but they're just that good enough with their acting, with their character, with their charisma to get the shit over enough to make it tolerable. It is an art form within itself, but to me, if you don't have good wrestling on a wrestling show, I'm just not going to watch it.
I'm not either.
I've always been more of the wrestling more than the character work, because your character should be there from Jump Street.
I agree.
It's more or less, can you go? Right.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah, basically, the best analogy of that would be El Grande Americano 2, Kaiser version. I mean, he was just when Whatchcall got injured, it needed somebody to take over. All of a sudden, he was handed this gimmick, and he didn't know what to do with it. Then all of a sudden, bam! It exploded. It exploded for him.
Yep, Kaiser is a seasoned professional, though.
Yeah.
That knew exactly what he had to do with what he was doing. That's just
Now,
a big difference too.
Now, when you say chicken shit and turn into chicken salad, there's a promo that comes to mind from Roman Reigns back whenever he was just regular Roman Reigns, and they're trying to shove him down our throats every single week. The Suffering Succotash.
Oh my God!
A fucking flop. It was, dude. It took. I felt bad for him, bro. Like,
and you could see it on his face.
Yeah,
you could see it on his face as he said it. It was like, Lord, take me now. Like I don't want to be here. This is ridiculous that you got me saying this shit in front of all these people. But he did it, was able to pivot, and kept on rolling down the line.
And
That is
now you have to acknowledge him.
that
No.
is
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also
That
remember,
is a
the promo he had with John Cena. Cena called him out. They
I'll
ran the ring
tore his
against each
ass a new one.
Cena fucking dog walked him, and
other, and he stumbles
yeah,
words. You hold the
it's
ball,
a
man.
promo, kid. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's a very promo, kid. You're gonna have to do this at some point if
Yep.
you want my spot. You're gonna have to do this. I mean,
Yeah.
that's freaking stunning the shit out of the guy that they were building to be, the man at the time. But that's all well
Mhm.
and good.
Yeah.
That's Cena knowing what Cena had to do, because Cena knew he wasn't gonna get the verbal joust of what he needed to have between him and Roman Reigns. He knew that. So he was already ready, being Cena like he is, to go and morph that around to do what he had to do.
Yeah.
So that's yeah.
And just like Rebel said, COVID is the greatest thing that ever happened to Roman Reigns. Nobody
Oh
wanted.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's the truest point ever. I mean, the Thunderdome people were trained to cheer Roman.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
I mean,
You got fun conditioned. You definitely got conditioned in Stockholm for Roman
Stockholm
Reigns.
syndrome for the fans, brother. That's exactly
Ain't no
what
doubt. Ain't no
happened.
doubt.
And we
Yeah,
didn't
it's-
lose nobody, Kay.
You
We
have-
didn't lose nobody. He's in the comments. D35_1835. That's Dev. He's still here. And Missy Hyatt's Dark Side of the Ring. I'm gonna be honest. I am gonna have a bottle of lotion next to my computer.
Easy, big fella. Easy, big fella. Settle.
You want to burn my
Settle.
wrestling
You are
Vixen
making-
DVD?
You are making Josh blush up there, goddammit. He's turning red. Don't do this.
Okay, you don't care.
No, hold on. Speaking of which, I got that. Remember, I got that wrestling magazine, right?
Right.
In this, it says it's got a pinup of Missy Hyatt.
Oh, bullshit.
Oh my.
Bullshit.
Oh my.
Bullshit.
Oh my.
And I got excited about that. I was like, "Oh shit, let me check this out." So I popped
You
it
popped
open.
the seal, you son of a bitch?
And it's
Oh,
not
man.
in there. I bet it's not even in there.
No, it's in there. It's in there. This is what they sold us.
Boo.
Jeez.
Boo.
Yep, I remember the
PWI.
days.
Boo. Boo.
I'm like, really? But it turns out that somebody, whoever owned this magazine, stuffed a poster in here. Just a random poster, and I'm like,
What?
Well, look at that shit. You
Surfer
lucky
Sting.
motherfucker.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's cool as shit, dude.
Bonus. What? It's on the back?
Rock and Roll
Bobby
Express,
Eaton?
I think it is,
Yeah.
Midnight Express.
or Midnight Express.
Midnight
Yeah.
Express. That's freaking beautiful. Bobby and Dennis Lear.
Dennis Conner.
Lane. Was it?
Oh,
No,
yeah,
no,
so-
that was
Tough choice.
that was
So
Lane,
I-
wasn't
I-
it?
up.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
Rebel, I understand about Missy Hyatt being the personification of the hot dog down the hallway thing. I mean, yeah, I get it. But I grew up without Missy Hyatt. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't grow up with Missy Hyatt. I grew up with Miss Elizabeth, and I grew up with Scary Sherry. I did. I didn't get WCW back in the day. I'm gonna be real. I didn't get that. But me personally, growing up and being older, Missy Hyatt showed the way for women to be portrayed as wrestlers. She showed that, even though she went through the cat fights and all these other things. And I was like, damn. So I was like, wow. But, and I follow her. I talk to her on Facebook.
Changed the game for ladies.
Yeah. And I follow her and I talk
Yeah.
to her on Facebook, dude. She's an amazing woman. She even cuts hair to this day, man. Like you can go in there and get a haircut and get a photo with her. She's in Florida. I mean, sweet woman. I think she even sells books that have the the wrestling vixens thing, and it open it up and it has it playing and all that stuff.
I saw that.
But yeah, she's amazing, man, and
she
she's
doesn't get her,
she is.
her shine. She doesn't get her flowers.
Well, no, well,
She
she
deserves
Yeah.
she uses flowers and also some antibiotics as well. You know.
Well,
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I never heard of her having. I never heard of her being
Oh.
a nasty woman. I'm gonna be real. I never heard of her being an STD person.
Yeah.
But I will say this about Missy Hyatt. Back in her day, even today, she is a still beautiful woman, even though she has all the things on, the cosmetic surgeries and this, that, and the other, and enhancements or whatever. But
Yeah.
without Missy Hyatt, you wouldn't have what you had in ECW, where the
No.
women kept fights. You would.
No,
You would.
she was was the
Donna
first lady
Marie.
of ECW. Let's be real. People talk about
Miss Elizabeth.
Magula, whatever. No. What the chick
Francine.
was with the Tom agreement? What chick was?
Beulah, Francine.
Beulah and Francine and all them. Francine is
Marie.
considered the first lady
Come on, I want to lay up.
ECW because freaking Francine was with freaking Shane Douglas at the time that the shit really took off. To me, Francine didn't do dick for ECW what Missy Hyatt did, and
Thank you.
that's just bottom line what it is. What what Rebels are arguing, and it's not even an argument, is that Sherry Martel broke the mold for a wrestler valet. She was the epitome of a wrestling valet.
Yeah.
And she is the absolute gold standard.
But she
when
was a
it comes to
wrestler
that.
first.
She was the
But she was a wrestler.
Correct.
Then became
Correct.
a
And
ballet.
that helped her out.
Well,
And she
because
never
knew the
wrestled as
psychology.
much.
No, but she understood the psychology of when she was supposed to be a thorn in this match to keep this shit going. When she had to play her role because she knew the psychology of wrestling,
Yeah,
and that's why she's forever the gold standard.
Like Sherry Martel, I'm gonna tell you what I think she is, and correct me if I'm wrong. She is the Bobby Brain Heenan of the women's wrestlers valet, and people don't understand this. Bobby the Brain Heenan was a wrestler before he was a manager. Back in the day, he was a wrestler.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
He actually got matches. Him and old Nick Bockwinkel had matches with Hogan back in AWA. So it was
and Bobby
he did good.
Heenan kayfabed Hogan. I hate Hogan. I hate Hogan. I hate him.
Yeah, loved him. Loved the man.
Loved the
Yes,
man. Loved the man behind
Yes, he
the
did.
scenes, bro. Hugged
Yes,
him
he
every
did.
chance he got. Shook his hand. Praised him no matter what, dude. Because without Hogan, he didn't have a job.
Mm.
I mean, he put Hogan and him were. He had the monster, Andre the Giant, and then, I mean, it's just, I mean, without Andre and Hogan, you wouldn't have wrestling what it is today. Let's just be real.
Yeah, Bobby was the dastardly heel
Popular.
that Hogan needed. And no matter who Heenan threw in front of Hogan, Hogan always came out on top. And that was the thing. But that had legs all through the 80s into the early 90s.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Even in the late '90s, remember Ric Flair and Hogan, Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he came in and managed Flair
When
for a little
Flair
bit.
jumped on
Yep. Bobby Heenan was the peanut butter to Hogan's jelly, partner. It just, without one, the other one wouldn't have been as good as what took place. So that time period, Bobby Heenan still would have been able to do Bobby Heenan things, but Bobby Heenan got sent to the upper echelon of managerial stuff because of his work with Hogan during the Golden Era.
Let's talk about that for a second. Everybody's comparing Heyman as the greatest manager of all time, but is he better than Heenan?
It's close, man. It's closer
good
than what
question.
people give it credit for. It's closer than what people give it credit for. But I feel like they are two. If I could make a 1A and 1B, I would about keep them there, because Heenan does things.
I have this meme.
Heenan,
Yeah, I got this meme. I found a meme the other day about they had like the greatest managers of wrestling, the Mount Rushmore, and Mount Rushmore is Heyman, Corey, Jimmy Hart, and I was like,
You can't go wrong with it.
that's a good Rushmore. That's a damn good Rushmore. Damn good Rushmore.
Yeah.
Oh,
I agree. Now comparing Heyman and Heenan was great on commentary, very, very great on commentary. Was a great manager as well. Same thing with Heyman. He's great. He was great on commentary. He's got great mic skills. Same thing with Heenan. But the thing the difference is, Heyman is more of a backstage producer and manager behind the scenes more than Heenan was.
Yeah.
So that's the major difference.
I'm gonna cut you short there because Bobby was involved during the Gorilla Monsoon tenure. Bobby was a hell of a lot more involved with the actual production and talent relations side with a young Jim Ross at the time. More with Gorilla putting him in that spot.
Yeah.
So it played off of that. I am going to give you a reference, Josh, that you're going to understand because you are from Chicago. So we got Heenan and Heyman.
Jordan.
That is Michael to Kobe.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Heyman took all of his shit.
I already knew where you were going, dude. I was thinking the same thing earlier.
Heyman took all of his shit from Bobby and just turned it up another notch. That's all he did.
You want on the panel? On the panel? Okay, I'll get you on the panel. Okay, let's get you on here.
That's all Heyman did. He took the same good personality and all that, and yes. Where
so like you said,
where
1A,
yeah, that's where I'm at.
A1B. You got to go Heenan, Heenan, and then Paul Heyman.
Heenan and Heyman. Yeah.
Wait. So that's Kobe versus Jordan. So who's LeBron?
What's going on, gentlemen?
LeBron has yet to be seen,
bro. What's happening?
So I'll tell you this. I'm from Fort DFW, the Fort Worth, Dallas area, Texas. I grew up with wrestling. I loved you watching y'all. I was at the Sportatorium at 4 years old. I got photos of me on the shoulders of Kevin Von Erich and a picture with him and Chris Adams. Wrestling is in my blood. I have a tattoo of Vince McMahon on my back right calf that I've been debating on getting removed for years.
Go ahead, dude. You know what you need to have on there? Just no way in hell.
And the thing is, like, the WWE has got we run the channel Rebel Media. My wife is an amazing documentarian. She did a documentary on Vince McMahon. The WWE, not a robot, but a person, banned our channel 14 times. I manually struck it 14 times.
Wow.
A year later, when he got into this court, before that Netflix crap came out, we did the video that showed all that information, and it was all facts. She doesn't play with rumor or speculation. She got the interviews and everything. We did it because of Ashley Mazzaro, because of the stuff that came out after we knew about it. We found out about it. Anyway, and I'm not trying to talk your ears off, but I love watching y'all because y'all just have such a good time and such a good vibe. But when you talk about Bobby and Paul, here's my only argument with that. I love Bobby Heenan. I have watched Bobby Heenan from the AWA when he was with the legendary Nick Bockwinkel, and when he was with the Crippler Ray Stevens. Let's talk about some names. Y'all want to talk about some AWA? That's the Crippler Ray Stevens.
Ooh,
Yes, sir.
man.
Bobby
Yes, sir.
is great. Could talk. There's not, I will put him and Gorilla ahead of JR and the King. They were so magic.
Oh
They
yeah.
were.
And then when him with the Oinkettes, Bobby could do anything. But then you look at what Paul has done, how many champions Paul has made, companies Paul has been through, how many people have gone to Paul, how many new stars to this day he's still making. This is not, look, I know the equivalent. You talk about Kobe and Jordan. That's great. And Kobe went 6 championships. That's why I can't sit there and say that I like LeBron James because he didn't have the heat. He didn't go through the hell that those guys went through. But Bobby, he went to the other side. He went to WCW. He chose to go to WCW. Paul got run out of WCW. He got run out of ECW. He basically stayed with WWE until he got run out and brought back.
Yes.
Paul is a lifer. He will give his heart, soul, and blood. Not to say that Bobby's not great. Paul is the guy you want in the foxhole with you. And that's why I will say that Bobby is great, but Paul is the man.
All right, and I mean it's gonna be opinionated there, Rebel. You
Agreed.
As far as what and what. To me though, like when you talk about longevity standpoints, right?
Yeah.
Bobby always moved with the intention of the next biggest thing. I need to go get it. The only reason he left WWE at the time that he left it, well, it was WWF then, was Gorilla's tenure was coming to an end.
Well,
So he saw the writing on the wall.
No, and I agree. And then he also said, he wanted to be closer to his daughter who was going to college, and Bobby had paid his dues. I would never ever in my life will criticize Bobby the Brain Heenan. He's one of the reasons I love wrestling. Like when I go back, the first guy that ever caught my eye, and I mean, some people, I loved Hogan, I loved the Warrior. I'm sorry, it was Gino Hernandez. And it was Jake the Snake Roberts. That man something the way he carried himself. I've always liked the bad guys, but to look at the camera and he goes, "You're a sick man, Jake Roberts." Yes, I am. I'm cool.
Jake is a natural, pure-blooded heel.
Mastermind.
It's the epitome of what a heel should be. I don't have to get big and boisterous and loud, but when I speak, you're gonna listen to every word I say.
Absolutely. And then I think if you look at the history of wrestling, Scott Levy, also known as Johnny Polo or Johnny Flamingo, who became one of the greatest psychological characters of all time in Raven, got the privilege to interview him and have that conversation with him. I saw him for
one
the
of the
first
greatest
time.
minds in the wrestling
business. Absolutely. And it breaks my heart because we talked about it, him and I. The damage from drugs, alcohol, and hell, the concussions. He's not all there. Look at someone like Vampiro, who's suffering from Alzheimer's. And it's a damn shame that these brilliant minds did not get what they deserved, in my opinion. I look at someone like Kurt Hennig, should have absolutely been a world champion in WWE.
I actually got a chance to meet Vampiro this past December.
Lovely.
Yeah, he gave us a shout out and a finger, but yeah.
But anyway, like you just mentioned Kurt Hennig, and you mentioned like Gino Hernandez and Jake Roberts. Me growing up, the very first person I saw on my television was Saturday Night's Main Event. I was 5 years old. The person wrestling Hulk Hogan was none other than Mr. Perfect.
Yep.
And
yeah,
I was wanting Perfect to win that match.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I was like, I hope Mr. Perfect wins this match. And when he didn't, dude, I cried. I literally cried. And my dad asked me what happened. I said, Mr. Perfect lost. He said, who? And then I'd go to the not record store. I go to the my local VHS or rental place back in the day, and I would rent VHS cassettes of WrestleMania 2, WrestleMania 3, and I'd catch up, and I caught up WrestleMania 4, which was on 2 VHS cassettes.
Yep.
And then when I caught up, then everybody's like, dude, you're not watching WCW? I'm 6 years old. I didn't know what the fuck WCW was.
See, I got lucky. I had friends in my apartment complex when I was a kid. They were tape traders, so I got to hear about. And again, we were the literal tape
Right.
traders. I'm in Texas. This is going on in Philly. So I
Mhm.
got the privilege of my buddy popping over. Hey, I got this crazy thing. You got to see it. I'm like, what's this? The first ever match I ever
ECW.
saw. Axel Rotten, Ian Rotten,
Mhm.
ECW.
Oh,
I'm
Yep.
13
good match.
years old, and
Good match.
I'm what? It was that the kickboxer match. They had dipped their hands in glass, and
Type A death match.
Yep.
oof. And I couldn't stand Ian. I did not. Axel Rotten was my guy, and I loved me some Balls Mahoney back in the day because they were just wild. But I got the privilege of looking up and watching Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio, Psychosis,
Mhm.
La Parca, and being a Hispanic male, I got to this is my heritage, and I got to go back. So earlier, y'all talked about El Grande Americano. I love
Yep.
Chad Gable's version. My dad, straight up from Durango, Mexico, looked at me and said, watched him come out at WrestleMania. Mijo, that's kind of racist. Mijo. The only other thing he ever disliked was Vince McMahon wrestling God. After all these years, Mijo, I don't think I like this El Grande. Golf of America, Mijo, shut the fuck. I want to hear all this.
Right.
And then,
Well,
but now,
that was the intention with that. It
exactly.
was yeah, and I got it. And is actually I remember once that character Chad Gable debuted that character, we had a discussion on here. Is like because they asked me because I'm a half and half, so I'm halfway, half Mexican, half white. Somewhere along the line, I'm halfway right.
I'm sorry to hear that.
But they asked me is like on this channel is like, do you think it's racist? No, I was like,
No.
no, I don't. I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was funny. I was
okay,
like,
but see, and that's the thing.
get what they're doing.
If you understand the culture, and I tell you, like as growing up with a Hispanic father and a Hispanic mother, and understanding like as we went through and watched it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you see a man who's literally from, I think he's in Austria or Germany, but he's from one of those. He's from Germany.
Oh, Kaiser.
My wife just corrected me over. He's from Germany, and he goes to a country. It doesn't take a lot. The Mexican fans, much like the Japanese fans, they ask for simple things: respect and pay homage to the tradition of what lucha libre is.
Yes.
Because if you look back, right, the Mexican culture, you go back to tribes, the Indian tribes, they wore war paint. Every tribe had their own war paint, and now we transition to now these masks. These masks are symbols. If y'all look back, they had El Santo versus Dracula. El Santo was in movies. He was the saint, and they loved him for that. Now you have a guy. And I'd say this, but Miller Astor was kind of a dick, and I only say that because he's the uncle of somebody I don't want to mention because he's also an asshole. But and I think y'all know who I'm talking about.
Patron?
El Patron, whatever. Yeah, that guy.
We'll just go with that. We'll just go with that. I know who you're talking about.
But you look at someone like Marcano, and he said it perfectly. You don't have to be Mexican to be Mexican. You don't have to be born in Mexico to be a Mexican. And he pays homage to the culture. He comes out. The stuff he did for his girlfriend allegedly in that elevator. When he came back, people were in tears. And then to watch that match that him and Chad Gable put on, if you don't watch that, if you want to introduce somebody to Lucha Libre, if you want to introduce somebody to wrestling, you make them watch that match and the passion. When Pimpi came out, when the blonde comedian was there, when his girlfriend came out, they told a story. And some people like to talk shit and say, "Oh, it was I love Mark Calloway. I love The Undertaker." That wasn't Mark Calloway. It wasn't his booking. That was Pete Dunne.
Pete Dunne.
That was Pete Dunne.
Yeah.
Pete Dunne.
I love my wife. She's over here correcting me because I'm dumb as hell, but she keeps me smart.
It's all good, brother. We're all wrong when it comes to our wives.
Oh, absolutely.
Behind every successful man, there's a woman telling him that he's wrong.
I disagree with you because I hate that expression. And the reason I hate that expression because it should be beside every good man. Because every fight I get into, she is right there with me, holding my hand. It's the greatest love story of my life ever known. That woman has brought me up from the gutter, and I'm better for it every day.
Amen, brother.
Amen, brother. Awesome. I talk too much, and I'm sorry, but I when I found y'all one night, When I found you, I was like, I have to stick with you guys. You guys, y'all are genuine guys. You're not like these JDs and other guys. These are just fans of wrestling, and that's what I love.
Yes, I mean we got an actual Mike here was actually at the beginning of TNA. He worked behind the scenes of TNA.
Really, my co-host Gerard, he used to work for WWE. He was Gerard Millette. He was one of the ring boys. So, like I said, I told him about y'all, and I said, man, y'all guys, you got to see these guys. And Gerard's always busy.
So the thing that makes us different, brother, I'll say this because I was always watching what they were doing, but I didn't come on until later on there. We are all wrestling fans with all different points of view that all
Absolutely.
want the same thing. That all want the same thing. We all want quality within our wrestling. And we speak about these topics to say we want our audience to understand that we don't have these favorites for just to say we have favorites. It's the quality of matches, quality of character, quality of actual wrestling product that we love all also dear.
I
We're
agree.
not talking analytics. We're not talking anything else. Pure blooded love for the wrestling that's going on. And that's why I think we are different from those that want to break it down like Sports Center or want to fucking do some other wild shit like that. No, let's keep this what it is. It's a panel of wrestling fans that bring in other wrestling fans such as yourself. Which thank you, brother, for coming on, man.
Thank you so
We
much.
freaking appreciate that a lot. That bring on other wrestling fans to just talk wrestling, baby. That's all we want to do.
Well, see, and I feel you because me and Gerard argue because I'm the token AEW fan, but I love New Japan, but I love I love AAA, I love all these other things, and I try to bring him over to that because he's a diehard WWE fan, and I tell him,
Right.
I said, Gerard, if you can tell me with a straight face you like the product that is in the ring, if you could tell me right now that AEW does not have a better in-ring product, then you're a bold-faced liar. I said they have money, they have power, they have TKO who's milking that company dry every dime they have.
Yes,
If I
is.
see another
Yes, it
table
is.
with Slim Jim on it, what they did to Chad Gable in his hometown, I made a tweet about that. I put the mug root beer dog's head on top of Triple H pointing at him, and I said, "Look, this is ridiculous. I mean, you sold the soul of a company that I grew up loving." Now, granted, I can't stand Vince. I will never sit here and say I like Vince. There's no, there's never going to be soft feelings. That's another day for another story. But if I look at the storylines in AEW, I look at someone like Willow Nightingale, who would have never gotten over in WWE, and now she's one of the biggest stars you'll ever see.
Oh yeah.
You look at someone like, I don't like Darby. I don't like the smaller guys, but damn it, that boy can wrestle. You watch that match with him and MJF. MJF made him look like a star. And then look at someone like MJF, who really is a student of the game. The fact that he came out wearing Terry Funk's gear, that he's wearing an MJF shirt that looks like Terry Funk, he knows how to get over. And look, that man is what he says he is. He's a generational talent. Tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I'm going to quote CM Punk. Tell me when I'm telling lies, gentlemen. Tell me when I'm telling lies.
100%, brother. He is.
We were just talking about that earlier.
Yeah. I just literally got done saying that. A once in a generation guy.
There's the only person close enough to be a MJF, even though he's past the prime of being in any company right now, is Kerry Morton. And Kerry Morton will shoot himself in the mouth despite his face. I swear to God. If Kerry Morton could just shut up and wrestle.
We have so many like that. Look at Teddy Hart. Teddy Hart had all the talent in the world, and look what he did. Pissed it away. Had the lineage, had the talent, could do anything in the ring.
And then his girlfriend disappeared mysteriously. Come on, bro.
Well, that's not new. And if I say super fly, you already know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Allegedly. Allegedly.
Allegedly. All I know is a briefcase went into that police station, did not come out. That's all I'm saying.
But again, though, man, I mean, all these people that it blows my mind that how many people, like, I'll tell you another one, David Starr, the person who was the first person of the Me Too movement. He was the first victim or first assailant or accusation.
Perpetrator. Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah. And And then, dude, they just kept on, and he hasn't been back in wrestling since then.
Well, I mean, look at the Velveteen Dream. That all the talent in the world, and he was able to prove his innocence, but it was too little, too late. The image was already there.
Now he's going to box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had a guy
Another one
Marty Scurll.
that should be Marty. I was going to say Marty Scurll. That one should be vindicated right there, man. I mean,
But did they ever come out and prove it?
Yeah.
No, yeah,
Want him back.
she was of age in his country.
I think Marty was just getting to the point where he was done.
Well, he's still
And then
wrestling.
but this here just took him like because he was so like I remember that time frame. Marty Scurll was on a heater there for a good bit.
He was on
could have-
trajectory. He was going to be in Hangman's spot, and I really do
Correct.
believe that he was going to be in AEW in Hangman's spot.
Mm-hmm. He was going to be the guy.
It's possible. He was also the booker for Ring of Honor too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Soon
And
to be.
I love Hangman Page, but I can't see a cowboy driving a damn electric car. That blows my mind. So I can't.
Don't know, brother. Yeah,
The millennial cowboy, my ass. I wear Wranglers. I wear Ariat boots.
Boy, I shook my head so goddamn much, Rebel. I said, "Boy, you done lost all of your credibility, son. That's a wrap,
Yeah.
cuz."
But the boy, but he can wrestle. I mean, say what you want, but cowboy, he can
Your
wrestle.
cowboy image is gone, partner. That's
Oh
a
fuck
wrap.
yeah!
But hold on a minute. He is from West Virginia, so I mean, is that even really counting?
right there.
Hillbillies are hillbillies, but this boy was trying to be a true blue ass.
That man, he never had any
cowboy.
moonshine in his life. I don't want to hear that.
Boy, I said,
Man, best moonshine, bro. Good God.
But you know who is good? Who deserves all the love in the world? Swerve Strickland. Can I hear it? Swerve Strickland is something special.
yeah.
He
That's
is. He really is.
he is the
Who
quintessential of
else?
the working man's wrestler.
And
He
what
is
he
the
did, what him and
quintessential
Prince
working man's
Nana do
wrestler.
together, whether it's heel or face, Prince Nana and him is just beautiful.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know who?
It's-
You know, Prince Nana is the new Slick. I mean,
Agreed.
yeah.
Absolutely
Yeah,
agreed.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
100%. 100%.
that's
Oh, yeah.
Slick right there. Even the weed smoking, man. That's Slick right there, bro.
Yeah, but see, we can't put an African dream with him though. Not in this day and age. We can't get Nakeem back.
Best thing that
Man,
best thing that Hangman did with Strickland is like he goes to Strickland, I'm gonna kick your ass, then I'm gonna smoke all Nana's weed. Nana's
Yes.
like, no, you're not.
I'll say this: my wife, and you're not gonna. As I've gotten older, I started to go into the Jim Cornette style of things. I like my favorite tag team of all time is going to be the Midnight Express. Y'all were talking about them earlier. They're just you don't make them like that anymore. FTR is great, they are, but there was something about Beautiful Bobby and Stan, and it's like he wanted to punch him in the face.
Whoa.
Oh,
What did
yeah,
you
yeah.
put
No,
up there, Genghis?
beautiful. Is that AEW kicks?
What?
Yeah. These are the Swerve Strickland shoes.
This
Swerve
man.
shoes.
I got a pair.
This dude here, bro. This dude here, man.
That's fan right. That's a Swerve fan right there. If I saw one.
And he still got the tags on, never been worn.
Tell us you have money.
No,
without
not
saying you
yet.
have money,
These-
son. What you got going on? What you got going on over there? Oh, Genghis.
But I'll say this: my
Yeah,
wife, I just because and everything with WWE, and I'll say this like. Everything with WWE has gone downhill. Even the merchandise. I can't buy a WWE shirt because it'll go in the washer 2 times and it'll fall apart.
Mhm.
I'll go to buy AEW. So what I did was we went on there and I was buying some gear, went in Pro Wrestling Tees. I got my first ever Raven shirt. I've been a Raven fan since I was 6 years old, but I, got my first Raven shirt and I saw this shirt from AEW that says Sickos on it. It's got a cartoon chair covered in blood and a cartoon barbed wire bat. And I said, I got to get this for her because she loves it. She loves she liked the hypodermic needle through the face and she loved it. She thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
Like I'm a Moxley guy. I think, and I think I talked to y'all the other day and I said, Death Riders are far more terrifying than anything that Roman's got going on. If John Moxley in a perfect world were to come back to WWE and face off with Roman, I'm sorry, but you got Pac, Cesaro, the strongest man in the world. You got Garcia. You got those guys against these bloodline guys.
They ain't
I'm
got a
sorry, you
chance.
can't. You ain't gonna yeet Cesaro. He'll break your jaw.
Well, it's the old caveat of that be on Roman's home turf though. So
No,
you have to
I'm
play
talking.
by
I'm talking
WWE
perfect
rules.
fantasy booking. If we're gonna do real
Right,
is real,
right, right. Oh yeah, no. You talking
Hey,
about these motherfuckers
we doing
meeting
some
in the
game
parking lot?
changer
Oh
wrestling
yeah,
over here.
yeah. No, if you talking about them boys meeting in the parking lot, they ain't no shot. The
No,
bloodline ain't got not a snowball chance in hell. There ain't no
and then
doubt.
you got Mr. Farley that's possibly coming over there, also known as Sheamus.
Mm-hmm.
The Bar was one of the most underrated tag teams of all time. Let's just call it like it is.
Oh heck yeah, they beat
But,
the snot out of people.
but here we are talking about all this, right? And we're talking about Moxley being one of the greatest, the hardcore shit. I'm wanting to go in October to IWADS in Tennessee to watch the Carnage Cup. That's that's on my bucket list this year if I get a chance to go. They have Sicko the Clown. They have who else is on there? Valentine, the crazy the deathmatch legend something Valentine. Couple other guys, Necro Butcher. I mean, that right there just screams. I love deathmatch wrestling. I do. I'm a sick
And
man.
I respect you, but see, as I've gotten older, I've become Jim Cornette, and I can't stand that shit. I want it. I want to see two guys go at it in the ring. I've
I'm
become a
45
prude.
years old, man. I'm 45 years old. I love
You
that shit.
you but 5 years older than me, boss man. Like I'm saying, we right there in the same generation.
Oh geez, don't tell me I'm still the oldest guy in the room here. Jeez.
I want your genes though, because you look young as hell. If you're older than us.
Yeah, he is.
I am going to be 51 in October.
Jesus, woman, this man looks like a baby.
Yeah.
Damn right. That's right.
I'm
That's one
52.
thing I inherited from my dad. I got the superior genetics.
Oh, fuck you.
Okay, Bob. Okay, wait, who was that? Who was it that said it was sounded like that? Who was it? Mr. No, it wasn't Mr. Wonderful. He was. I remember him. He was an AWA. Like everybody was an AWA. Look at my body. I have the colors of autumn on my body. Who superstar? That's over here. Superstar. Billy. I
Superstar.
cross the Atlantic Ocean twice a day. I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another
Superstar
one
Billy
was
Graham.
Travis
Boy.
Rick Rude.
I love Rude, man. And I'll
Motherfucking
tell you this.
hour of power,
I
too
miss
sweet
Rude.
to be sour.
Rick Rude was the first person to ever make me cry. And, you know, you showed a poster earlier of a certain someone from Venice Beach, California. Sting.
Oh
Steve
yeah,
Borden.
right here. Hold on.
Steve Borden came back after going to the hospital with broken ribs to face off against Rick Rude for, I want to say it was the world title, the WCW world title, and Ravishing Rick Rude put a whooping on him, pinned him. I broke down crying because if you're a young kid and you didn't like that blonde flat top back in the day, man, he had an
You was a
ability.
freaking stinger. You was a stinger, fella.
You know what
But
would
it
have
was
happened if
stinger.
Vince picked the right Blade Runner?
Oh man. So and that just wasn't gonna be because I think Flair had more look at Sting than he gave a damn about Hellwig.
Yeah.
So Flair has guided Sting's career since damn near the jump.
And that's why he will always
And
support him.
so,
Now, I got no issue
mhm.
with Flair. I think he's made a
Yeah.
mockery of himself in the last couple of years, and I feel bad for
Oh
that.
yeah. Yeah.
But I can't sit here and honestly, and this is going to be a hard take, and I don't know how I'm probably going to get booted off the panel for this. I don't think he is the greatest of all time. I
He's
think
not.
Ric Flair did the same match for 40 years, and that's all he ever did. He snatched people bald trying to grab their hair when they lifted him up, but he did the same match for 40 years. Now you talk about consistency.
Yeah.
You talk about the greats. Dusty Rhodes is on my Mount Rushmore. Nobody exhibited emotion the way Dusty did. Nobody had better matches with Dusty, in my opinion. I'm not saying Ric Flair, but Tully Blanchard. Tully Blanchard was something special, and you'll never find another one. He goes down with with the Gino Hernandez of my life. But I'm gonna say, as far as like clean living, doing the job right, being a professional, tell me that I'm wrong in saying that AJ Styles isn't the greatest professional wrestler in the last 20 years.
AJ Styles is the most underrated professional wrestler in history. whenever he had a chance to go to WWF the first time and Vince passed on him, that was a fuck up. That was the biggest fuck up that Vince ever made, and he regretted it ever since then. Like he even said, whenever he came in, he said, "This kid would have been that good and that loyal to us, I would have."
I'm sorry, and I hate to say it, but there's Shawn Michaels who?
Yeah, exactly.
And I got nothing, but I'm glad Shawn found God, but he hurt a lot of people on the way to finding God. And Cornette said it himself: when you run out of friends, you tend to turn to God.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, he turned on a lot of folks, man.
Let's just and that's why with wrestling a lot as I see it, you have to go with the character, the in-ring work, not so much the man that's behind.
Agreed, and I would argue that Shawn Michaels in ring is right up there as one of the greatest of all time. Shawn Michaels could wrestle a mop and make that mop look like he could be a world champion.
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat could do the same.
Yes,
yeah, Steamboat. We just talked about Steamboat the other day. Me and he just. This is how good Steamboat is, okay? And I can clarify it, and I know I can talk to y'all about this because y'all will get it better than anybody else as far as I've seen on the internet. Ricky Steamboat, at 60 years old, had a match with a Chris Jericho at WrestleMania. He then had a second match with him at Backlash, and he was keeping up better with him, a main event player, than some of the guys that were on the roster making millions. At 60 years old.
Timing means everything.
And no one can do an arm drag like Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. For Flair to sit there, he didn't say Dusty. He said it was wonderful when him and Dusty wrestled. He didn't say it was Harley. He didn't say it was any of the Von Erichs. He said the greatest in-ring competitor he ever had was one Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. So if the quote-unquote greatest of all time is telling you his greatest opponent, look no further than WrestleMania 3. Hogan and Andre may have brought him in, but you left thinking about Macho and Steamboat.
Macho Steamboat stole that show completely. There wasn't it wasn't even close.
That was the best match. That was the best match for years, man. Why do you think
coffee in the big time cup of coffee, cream of the crop?
That's one of my that's my favorite underrated promo ever.
Yeah, no, definitely. No, I mean it's
cocaine's a hell of a drug.
A lot of yes, it is.
Oh, cocaine's going crazy. Cocaine.
A lot of the time, though, bro, that's why a lot of people do a Mount Rushmore of like your characters to workers. Like,
well, if we're going character, brother, if we're going character, Mark Calloway had the greatest character in the business. There's no look, argue with it all day long. You may not. Some people don't like him, and I get it. Mark Calloway had the longevity. He was able to evolve with the business. The Undertaker is the greatest gimmick there ever was.
100%. You got and you gotta get up there with the larger than life guys and see, like Flair's work did one thing right, but Flair was the character of the 80s.
I agree.
So
I don't know if he was the character, man, because you had Hogan right there with it, man.
He was the character of the 80s. He personified.
And I agree with you, but Hogan was the character for the kids.
Yeah.
Yes.
When you grew up and you hit puberty and your balls dropped, that's when you were a Ric Flair fan.
Right. So it's so like on the Mount Rushmore, like whenever people ask me and I tell them I got to break it up, Rick's always on the character side for me than the in-ring side.
He was living the gimmick, though. That's the thing.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Living the gimmick, but he epitomized his era.
What was the line? I have spent more money on spilt liquor from one. My shoes cost more than your house.
That's correct. That's correct.
Jet flying,
kiss stealing, wheeling, dealing, son of a gun.
But I would argue, no one had a better silver tongue than the American Dream, baby.
Oh yeah, no, there ain't no doubt. Like you talk about greatest talkers. That's a whole nother Rushmore you can make of the greatest talkers, because they had some great ones come down the pipe. Fucking Roddy Piper was a hell of a talker. Dustin Rhodes was the greatest talker that there was.
I feel bad for Roddy because WrestleMania, Hogan is not over without a great heel. And what better heel to have?
That guy, yes.
Never
It
got
took
the love he
two to
deserved.
tango. It took two to tango in WrestleMania 1. You had to have it. You had to have it.
I say it's. I wouldn't say it's as big a travesty because I always would say that William Regal did it to himself, but Steven Regal was one of the only guys that I really regret never got that world title. But Roddy Piper's up there as well. I think.
Oh, Roddy should have had the belt. Back when he was like whenever he was still maining, and then you bring him back. I want to say it was what it was 89 or something like that. Or whenever he was the face for a little while, he had longer hair at that time. Longer hair.
He would end up going to WrestleMania, face Bad News Brown. He did all that.
Yeah. You had a period where he was so over as a face now.
But he wasn't the big guy. That's why they wouldn't do it because he didn't have
the opportunity to throw at least some kind of singles title on him.
Brother, we're talking about a company though that decided to get rid of Bret Hart and put Hulk Hogan in there after Macho. And they can say what you want. It was a jet ski accident. My ass. Macho punched you in the eye. You know, Macho punched you in the face.
100%. 100%.
Macho Man can stand that man, dude.
Hogan was not a tough guy. I don't give a fuck what anybody thought. That dude was not tough, bro. He did not live his gimmick.
God rest his soul. I'm a God-fearing man. I don't like to talk ill. Yep. I enjoyed what Hulk Hogan and Hollywood Hogan did for the business. I was not a fan of Terry Bollea. I'll leave it at that.
I was not either. I was a fan of the Hogan era, but he was not my favorite wrestler. I was a Warrior fan growing up because.
Shame on you.
I know, right? I was a kid, man. I was the kid. But as I grew up, I realized I was a piece of shit. I didn't know crappy worker he really was.
But he knew how to get him in there, man. And he was a comic book character come to life for everything that Jim Hellwig, what Warrior was as a person, as a character. Man, you could believe in that. You could believe in that face paint.
It was right place, right time for the Warrior. It was right place, right time.
And you know what? It's crazy. His passing has always shocked me because you look at the way his speech that night.
He made himself right with everybody, made himself right with God, and then God said, "That's enough." That shit always tripped me.
Well, I look back.
It was wild, man.
I told you that Jake the Snake and I transitioned to Raven, and it was many years before I found someone that I could just jump onto. And I tried. And TNA, I loved TNA. Samoa Joe was one of my guys. I loved him. I think Chris Parks doesn't get the justice he deserves. He should have had a better run because Abyss was a wonderful character.
Yes, sir.
I loved Sabu. Got to interview him. Amazing guy. God rest his soul. But it wasn't until young Wyndham Rotunda showed up in NXT. God rest his soul. And I have a tattoo of the old lantern on my wrist. Yeah. I look at him and I shed many tears when he passed away. A character that did not get the love it deserved, and he had to reinvent himself 3 separate occasions and just did so much great work.
Bro, I was at his last SmackDown in New Orleans. I was there when he came out and he did the heartfelt speech.
Yeah.
They like you could feel this eerie shit was just unsettling. Like he's talking and he's emotional and you're feeling the emotion, but it was just eerie. Like what's going on? Like this uneasy feeling, and everyone in the arena was on the same thing.
He took when I found out he had COVID. It affected his heart. He took his vest off for the first time. They told him not to do it. They did all those things. And it hurt. It hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And that one was hard.
Yeah,
but the one right after that one and the way it happened with Jay Briscoe that hurt. What a great guy!
That was the worst one for me.
I actually got to meet both of them at a local event, and this was almost I want to say maybe 6, maybe 7 months before the passing.
And then you find out that he passed in a car wreck taking his daughter. I mean, just I love what they did. Okay, so we talk about let's go back to the past, right? When Kerry Von Erich won the big one for the first time, he beat Ric Flair. Mm-hmm. It wasn't David though, and that was the issue. I love Mark. I love Chicken. I think Mark Briscoe is a great talent. I love him with the conglomeration. I love that he got a good TNT run. but Mark's never going to be Jay, and that's the hard part because no one is ever going to be Jay. I got the man could talk. If you don't believe me, go back to his feuds with Kevin Steen. Go back to his feuds with Adam Cole. Go back to him with Jay Lethal. There was something special about Jay Briscoe, and they had the nerve to call him a homophobe or a racist. That man loved every color of the spectrum, and he loved everybody. He was just Jalen Puig was one of the greatest human beings you'll ever see in this world.
Mm-hmm.
And they said,
I got a chance to meet him for a couple minutes, and it's like even then he was a cool dude.
My wife will sit here and I tell her everything, and she like I'm 6'5", I'm 335 pounds. Nothing in this world makes me sad or emotional other than her. She is the one steady in my life, but I shed tears for Wyndham Rotunda and for Jay Puig. I just
100%.
shame. And there's nothing. I don't think there's anything wrong with that when these people come, and that's what wrestling is, right, gentlemen? That's what it is. It is a it's a way to get away from the world and just enjoy the entertainment. And these guys literally give of themselves for us as fans.
Yeah, and so it's an art form. It is an art form. It is a form of entertainment, bro, that takes a physical toll on the person that's doing it. It is no different of entertainment than when you watch football on Sundays. It is no other thing on this earth where you could put two guys in a canvas square and have them tell you a story using their bodies.
Isn't that amazing though? It's on a canvas,
It's
right?
wild.
It's on a canvas.
It's wild. It's an art form, baby. Bottom line.
I will say this about Jay Briscoe and Mark Briscoe. I went to. It was right before Final Battle 2000. I want to say it was 2018, 2019. I think it was 2018. Me and my buddy Clay, we went to Florida, and we watched TV tapings because they were leading up to Final Battle. And Jay, Mark, and AJ Styles and Nigel McGuinness were all there.
That's another story right there, Nigel.
Yes. And the coolest thing ever was Jay Briscoe. Nice. We walked by Jay, and I accidentally bumped into him. I said, "I'm sorry." He goes, "No, brother, it's cool, man. It's cool. You want an autograph? You want a picture?" I was like, "Man, I don't really have the money on me right now." He's like, "Money? No, man. You need no money. Come on, get a picture with me, man." So my buddy took a picture of us, and I was on a phone I don't even have anymore. My ex-wife has it. Yeah, dude, that right there was awesome.
But that's what makes wrestling so different from any. And I feel like I've taken so much time, and I appreciate y'all letting me come on and just run my mouth. But
we are enjoying you talking, bro.
That's what makes me I tell people when I tell them about wrestling, and there was a time when it was weird for people to you watch wrestling, and they would clown on you about saying wrestling doesn't.
They still do that today, dude.
But wrestling's special because find me another sport. And that's what it is. It's a sport. Yeah, it's call it predetermined all you want, but I've seen some football games and basketball games that look pretty predetermined to me. But I'll say this. Watch wrestling and tell me if you have a heart, you have a soul, and you find someone you get attached to. Look at the story of Dusty Rhodes fighting back against the Four Horsemen. Look back at Stone Cold Steve Austin fighting the evil Mr. McMahon to get that belt back that he deserves all his heart. Look at Bill Goldberg and the rise. And I don't like Bill Goldberg. I'm not a fan. But look at the ascension of Bill Goldberg. Look at Sting and fighting for a year of silence to get back to the top of the mountain. All these different things.
Yeah.
And you see it. And right now we have a storyline that's going on that I believe it's going to be such a big deal in Wembley Stadium when that Will Ospreay finally gets the world title in his own country after coming back. And I hate to quote Kurt, with a broken freaking neck, the aerial assassin.
But is it the real money match? Is it?
Oh, it should have been MJF. It should have been MJF. Let's just call it like it is. It should have been MJF.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. At least you're honest about it.
That's got money written all over it, bro. You got MJF is what he is. Well, that's and it is what it is. You're going to be paying that off at some point. It's just not now.
But
Yeah.
they went down.
But no,
Yeah, they went down Kenny, saying that he wants to give. He says, if I don't win this match against him, I won't challenge again. Don't do that because that with Cody. That would mess Cody up. It's like, I don't want it. No, just don't.
I don't think that. But I don't think that's what messed Cody up. I think what messed Cody up is that Cody felt like he had a lack of respect. I think with Cody, the big. Let's just call. Let's say
Cody
it like
lost his company. Cody lost his company.
AEW
Yeah.
was on a trajectory to and they were let's say it for real. AEW, that small little dreamer of a company, was whooping WWE's ass. They were doing things, and they were truly what we've been asking for. So, look, I respect John Cena for everything he's done. I respect the man, and he's had a hell of a career. But we all lived through the era of Cena. It was boring as shit. And look, I can respect the man for his body of work. I can also respect Hulk Hogan for the work he did. But John Cena was boring as fuck. When Sheamus beat him, I pushed him through a table. That was a magical night for me. I was tired of it. WWE had become stagnant. AEW was different, and that's what we asked for. That's what we dreamed for.
Yeah.
And they had Cody, they had Punk, and that was the downfall. I think that when Cody came over, things were great, and Cody did wonderful things, but Cody got a little too big for his britches over there. I'm sorry. You convinced a billionaire to say, you know what? I believe in this. I'm a mark. Let's do it. He started the company. It never meant that you own shit, Cody. You had a great idea and you went to an investor and he supported that idea. You didn't get what you wanted. You took your ball. You went back home. Okay, cool. What caused an issue is when Punk came in. Look, I don't like Jack Perry, but there's no argument to be putting your hands on anybody. And when Punk went in and grabbed that man and grabbed him by the throat, brawl out, all that stuff. Look, we all know Punk. Hell, this whole thing with Kevin Owens, it bleeds over. You want to sit and judge a man for wearing a T-shirt? I would argue that Kevin Steen was more over than CM Punk was ever in Ring of Honor. And I think that's what pisses him off. I don't think it has anything to do with the fact that he was wearing a T-shirt. Kevin Steen was a bad motherfucker. Let's just say it like it is.
That's a wrestling genius right there, bro. That is a wrestling genius.
Punk.
Yeah, Punk's already proven that he's a miserable son of a bitch, but everybody knows he's a miserable.
But misery loves company, and when he was in AEW, he was never going to be happy. He was never going to be happy because you had a bunch of guys. He got off on the pop. I've never heard a man talk about a pop for so many years. They've been chanting my name for all these years. You know what? You showed your hand, brother. And look, you're a great wrestler. You'll go down the Hall of Fame. And I love you. I love your wife and what you've done for the business. But don't say that wrestling does not exist without you, because you can go fuck yourself on that. Because there was plenty of people here before you, Punk, and there'll be plenty of people after.
Yep. Preach it, brother. Preach it, man. Yeah.
And again, I'm not here to knock Punk. I think Punk is an amazing character and performer. But you're not going to tell me that AEW was better because of you. You call a damn spade a spade.
That's Punk's what it is. Problem was he let Phil become Punk.
Yeah.
The separation stopped.
Now, don't get me wrong. Jungle Boy Jack Perry was a little prick. Real glass. Dude, the guy was just trying to tell you and protect you so you have longevity. You're a little asshole. I don't like that. You're a little asshole. Let's call it like it is. Your gimmick is great. When Marco Stunt was there, it was comical, it was great, but you're just a side piece. You're the Genetti, because Luchasaurus is a far better performer than you'll ever be. Let's just call it like it is.
It's getting hot in this kitchen, baby.
Yeah, I'm just saying they were making a big deal about his contract coming up. Cool. Send your ass to NXT. See how it worked out for Ricky Saints. Oh, it didn't.
Trying to tell you.
Now, what I would love to see is Bayley. Oh, Pamela. I'd love to see Pamela come on over to NXT with these new. Look, I like the New Day. I like the way they're going, but let's not play the game. You had plenty of time to leave WWE if you were so unhappy, but you like money. Let's be real. Money talks, bullshit walks.
Correct.
Y'all are going over there because they cut your money. They cut your money short. AEW is a wonderful place, but it's not. Look, grass is not always greener, and people are going to go where they need to go.
Yeah,
but don't blame WWE.
I think New Day needs toward the Indies before they make the final decision on going to AEW.
But you don't want to waste too much time, because the AEW's tag division just is getting hot. You got Farley going over there. You might get to Bar 2.0. You already got the machine guns over there. I mean, look, The AEW's women's division is hot. The AEW tag team division's hot.
And don't
Yeah.
forget
The singles.
Mhm.
Yep.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
But gentlemen,
Yeah, don't forget
before we
about
go any
FDR
further,
is still
it's 2
contracted,
hours.
still might be up.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, we got 2 hours and 40 minutes into this. Rebel don't go nowhere. We're gonna call this tonight, and we'll be back Monday night, as always after 9 p.m. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not watching Ringside Ranch, just saying. Also, we're not just food to eat, ladies and gentlemen.
We are food for the ears, baby. With
Right
something
on.
around here.
And take us on, J-Rod.
So my boy Jack that's not here. He's dealing with some health issues. God rest him. But he would say, "What's mine is mine, and what's yours is mine too." I say that analytically speaking, we are one of the hottest wrestling talk shows that are going today. We are a group of fans for the fans. We are for the people, by the people. Ladies and gentlemen, let's bon temps brûler. Like, share, subscribe, and as always, thank you for watching.
Thank you all so much. See you Monday night, ladies and gentlemen.